I miss you already.
I think everybody that's going to be here for the time being is going to be here.
Mitchell.
Oh boy.
What?
You play League with me tonight?
No.
Maybe? I still have to
Maybe?
discuss houses.
My goldfish drowned, so
Have
I
you
have
moved
to
yet?
go.
No, we're house hunting, and we have a bunch of
Okay.
like
Oh, I thought it swam
potential
away.
things.
You see these
But
tracks?
we gotta finalize it and like
Them's
finances
fresh.
and everything.
There's a house
We'll
around
have
here
to ask
somewhere.
these things, because you haven't been around in a month.
I've been making moves.
I've been playing chess.
My job finally stopped treating me like a slave and actually like a person. So now I
Is this Dave and Buster's?
no.
No.
No, I was about to say.
Oh no, I am
I was
IT
saying,
for
if
an
that
engineering
was the
firm.
case, they're up to something.
Yeah,
Be
no.
careful. All right, friends. Shrike, when we last left off, it was your turn.
Oh.
Top of the round.
I could do something.
I would like.
Can we do new initiative?
That's up to you guys if you want me to re-roll everybody every round.
You just want to try and get to first. 'cause
She
You got
doesn't want
last.
every
I want
round.
to get high initiative
Ricky
so I can
Bobby.
protect people. It's not selfish.
She doesn't
Ricky
want
Bobby.
every round. She just wants now because it's a new session.
Yeah.
The thing is either I can do it automatically for you guys, I can re-roll it every round, or you guys can roll your own.
Oh, you're rolling for me from now on, because I rolled like a 1 last session.
But
I'm fine with you rolling, moving forward. I do like that I'm currently top of the board right now, though.
You get pretty high pretty often.
I mean, it helps that right now I get a plus D8 to my initiative roll.
But I mean, you consistently roll like 15 plus for your initiative.
So my turn, or is it monsters?
Nope, it's all the way back to the top. So. That
Are
is
we
you.
not re-rolling, or are we?
It's group consensus, yay or nay.
I'm okay.
I follow with the
Nay.
It doesn't matter to me. My
I'm good
initiative
with
was
re-rolling.
poop, but
I'm good with re-rolling.
I'm fine if we want to re-roll.
I say yes, because if I can get my initiative higher than the monsters, that's better for everyone.
Nay.
Josh, if you want to re-roll it for me, can you add a D8 to it, which I got an 8?
8, sure.
Whatever
Are you
re-roll
Are you
for-
just doing everyone's then?
Yeah, I will. Oh.
I mean, I'm having Josh redo mine. I don't know about everybody else.
I think you can just do everybody's. Let me know if Elvie's in that list. If not, I will roll for her.
Did Jenny win? No. Damn it!
No.
Why is Breya dying?
I'm dying?
A lot of people are dying.
On D&D Beyond, it says loading character, and it has 3 failures, 3 successes.
what did you do on your break?
I don't know.
It's a hell of a party, man.
Shrike got a natural 20, and then
So
the
plus
8,
2,
so-
and then 8, so
And
that's
Breya's
a
at the
30.
bottom again.
No, you got. Oh wait, never mind. You got an initiative 20. I didn't know you get plus. So you got an 18.
Okay, yeah, I get a plus 2 to my initiative bonus.
Okay, so that's why I was. I thought it was a natural. I didn't know you had Dex. So that's an 18 plus 2 plus 8, so 28. Why isn't it loading?
I mean, dirty 20s are just as good.
Even better.
All right, I'm gonna keep that one for him, but I'm gonna try this one more time.
Changing my dice again, because they've been rolling bad for me.
No, it's still didn't.
What's that new growth down?
If you have D&D Beyond up, Breya, can you just refresh your page really quick?
Yeah, 1 second. What is happening here? Now it's not letting me open my character page. Let me do...
I know D&D Beyond was experiencing some issues a couple of days ago.
Okay, what about now?
Alright, let me try now. No, it's still saying that I can't load up your character. I don't know why.
That's really strange. I have plus 2 to my initiative if you just want to roll a 20.
Okay. Auto
It's a nat
roll.
one.
That's well, other than Aurora, that was actually pretty nice.
Yay.
Another real question is, did all
Don't
the enemies
you-
also reroll?
Does it? Don't barbarians get advantage on initiative at this point?
I don't think so.
Huh?
Breya,
Hold on. I didn't know that was a thing.
features and traits. Eventually, you get advantage on your initiative.
Looking this
Okay,
up.
not yet. It might happen next.
7th level.
Yeah, I said it might happen next level. Which
The
is
infamous
super good.
level
Hey,
7.
you know how like I joined call and I said, "Can I level up without everyone else?" Can I do that?
I like to use my inspiration to level up.
I mean,
If
let's be real
only.
here, guys.
It was a 13. What was the modifier?
+2.
So 15.
In
Not
theory,
bad.
if we survive this,
Oh, damn.
without anybody getting their brain eaten, we might be able to level up.
So, Shrike
Fair.
28, Mirra 23, Crusix 21. Those are the first 3 on the initiative.
Just for clarification, did Breya end up on the other side of the monsters to me in terms of initiative?
I don't understand what you're asking.
He's asking what order you guys are in, which I cannot say.
Fair enough. Okay,
Uh,
that's fine. I am going to.
I can tell you who the next 2 people are. I
Okay,
can't
so
tell you if there's anybody in between, just who's next.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I am going to risk life and limb, quite literally, and I'm gonna bonus action wild shape.
It doesn't work.
Ah, son of a bitch! I don't like
As soon
this.
as you try, and I was waiting for this. As soon as you do that,
A gaunt.
all of a sudden you
A
see
good gaunt
Umbra,
or a bad gaunt?
his eye, the pupil of his eye like narrows super thin, and he starts to decrease his size.
okay, those
That ain't-
dice are so cool.
That ain't healthy.
I may have
Hang
bought
on,
new
I-
dice
I'm
on
gonna-
D&D
oh, did you
Beyond
tell me
because I have a
something,
problem. Let me know if Guy shows up so I can find a joke for him.
Hey.
There you are, Dave.
I don't like this. Can we wake up now?
So please continue your turn.
Jesse, wake up.
Hey Josh, if a mind flayer eats our brains in here, do we wake up still, or?
That's a question I hadn't considered yet, and I hate that you just asked that because probably no.
Because mind flayers have a very unique way of killing. I just don't know if it takes our brain here, is that brain still intact in our body, or do we just become a permanent vegetable?
I'm a
I
little
would
worried.
not test the theory,
Yeah.
I'm
But-
trying to avoid testing. I'm just,
but Neverbeak did say that the only thing you have to worry about is seeing your silver cord.
Well, I don't see a silver cord yet.
There's
It's all purple.
2 of the little guys beside me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's. Well, oh, sorry, I need to kill one. Hang on.
Quick reminder, what are these little guys again?
Pythons.
Those creepy
Pythons.
insect things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not raptors, although they may look like it.
They look like raptors and snapping turtles, but they're not.
It was all
There's
a
snapping
disguise.
turtles and raptors, and then the like bog monster thing. I am going to Eldritch Blast the one in front of me.
Okay. Tackle.
Both shots. So that is an 18 and a 15, both +7, so that is a 25 and a 22.
They both hit.
Alright, so that is
Yay.
1d10.
Why is it so fucking cold in here?
It's wintertime.
That
let's
is
say
why, and I live in Canada.
that's a 7 and a 12. So 19 total.
So these things are like slashing and biting and trying to get a hold of the thicker parts of your body. But as it goes to like lean back and lunge, you manage to take your foot and kick it away, and then you fire 2 blasts at it and put 2 holes in it, and it stops moving.
That's convenient.
My
And that's the last of the ones that were right beside me, right?
Correct.
All right. I want to step out so that I'll be able to see the mind flayer if he casts any spells.
Okay.
And then that will end my turn.
Crusix.
Is
am
the,
I pretty low on the list?
is the big thing in front of Mikey dead or?
Yes.
Okay.
And I can't tell you where your initiative lies.
It's fine. I just need to take a second, but I don't want to hold up time. So if I can
No,
step
you're fine
away.
because I think Breya's after me.
Well, if Dave is done, then it's Mirra, then Crusix.
Mirra.
But Crusix,
Yeah.
you see the shadow creature that Groot commands. It kind of unfurls a bit, and all of a sudden one of the pythons just starts thrashing wildly on the tiny ones, and then it just falls over, not moving.
Well, good.
But Mirra, or wait, Dave, are you done?
Yeah, that was the end of my turn.
Okay, Mirra, you're up. Crusix, you're next. Yuelia, you're after Crusix.
Yuelia stepped away, so yeah.
I have a question. A quick one for the GM.
Okay.
Since we rerolled initiative, does it no longer count that I attacked him our last round? And now this round people should have protection from him? Know what I'm asking?
No, I do not understand.
Okay, so I finally managed to hit him. And so in the next round, anyone he attacks should be, protected by Ancestral Guardian.
Right.
Does that disappear because we re-rolled initiative?
No.
Okay, good.
And it doesn't go away until your next turn.
Yeah, I just wanted to double check that re-rolling initiative didn't impact it.
I'm gonna roll Elvie's. And I think she has a modifier of 5. So actually, she's gonna go before Crusix. Good save, Josh.
You did it. Thanks,
Good
Brayden.
job.
You're welcome.
Is Mirra still there?
Yep, just waiting for stuff to be finished. So I want Quip because we heard more sounds from behind us. I want him to face behind us. Wait, who's in control of the camera right now? Camera.
Oh, me. Sorry. I'm sorry.
No, you're okay. I need to see over by Quip and stuff. Yeah, so I want to. Oh shit, he's being attacked.
No, I think they're both down. I think they're both dead.
They're both down?
Yeah, it looks like they're both dead. I think.
Okay.
They're on their sides.
I would like Quip to take Miss Lady and hide behind the pillar that Shrike is by, so that well, actually, maybe he should go to the other side, but that's closer.
That one's dead too.
Okay, yeah, I want Quip to go over and hide behind that pillar that Shrike is behind, so hopefully the Mind Flayer can't target him.
Ooh, he does know that girl too, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
Is she a smart lady, I would assume. Her brain looks mighty hot right now.
Brown, chicka, brown.
I want to eat that brain.
And
I
I
guess
would.
mind flayers would be sapiosexual, wouldn't they?
Do what?
You know what? Yes.
I would imagine.
And I would like to bonk the raptor Kython on the head with my bonk stick. Okay, and that was a horrible roll. That was a 2, so I got a 6, and that's not okay. So I'm gonna do it again, and that was better. I got an 18.
Would she be close enough to be considered flanking Josh with me there, or am I not close enough?
That is not flanking, no.
Gotcha.
So I got an 18 to hit on the second.
That hits.
Yeah. And damage. Oh, damage was shit. Damage is 2. 1
And this is
plus 1.
my apologies. I was semi-distracted. Was that the raptor? The raptor looking one or the tinier one?
The raptor.
Okay. The juvenile.
The juvenile. So I'm just sitting there, like
Get
still, just trying to bonk him on the head.
Look at that bonk
It's
stick.
not, it's not really doing anything.
So as you're like flailing, trying to hit it, you manage to like smack it in the side of the face at one point, but it kind of slides off. You don't really get a good hit. It's you guys are kind of taking turns, like trying to hit each other. But imagine a slap fight, but one person's using razor sharp claws and the other person's using a really solid stick.
It's like trying to take the squeaky toy away from your dog.
I was like, you're both kind of hitting each other's weapons rather than each other.
I forgot I had this background on Discord.
Rip. Oh, that's cute. And I would like to stay where I am at. Thank you very much. And that is my turn. I've missed your face. Hello.
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 Oh.
Oh, whoa, whoa.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yes,
All right.
that was the end of my turn. Sorry, thank you.
Has Mikey returned yet?
I'll find out. Mikey! I don't think he has.
All right, so we'll let Crusix go first because
rock and roll,
and we'll just let Elvie go right after.
Y'all see, and Mirra hears Groot clearly having a conversation of some kind with Umbra.
Oh,
and then he turns around and lets you know, y'all, we might be fucked.
That's not good.
Okay.
You know, just letting everybody else in on the secrets that Umbra is providing me.
Groot
you know
says we might be F. Yeah.
Who's holding Bob?
I am.
Oh God,
Mirra.
It's
So,
always
Question
Mirra.
to ask Josh.
All of a sudden, Bob starts quivering.
Oh no!
All of a sudden, the orb that you can't seem to produce, you feel it, and it feels
Gets produced.
It feels terrified, which makes Mirra feel terrified.
Is this?
Mirra get
I'm gonna
bonus
ask
against being
Umbra.
frightened?
I am gonna ask Umbra out loud. Is this what I think it is? Is it all connected?
It doesn't know how to answer that question.
Oh God.
What do you do to do a disengage, Josh? Do you just announce that you're disengaging?
Yeah, you say, I want to use my action to disengage.
The question is, how the hell do we get out of here?
We don't. We're about to die.
Yeah.
Player 3 has entered the fight is basically what we're getting to, and the same shit as Umbra.
I'm confused.
You know,
that's good.
No, just Umbra is not referring to a individual with shadow energy.
Wasn't it negative energy?
What?
Similar.
Alright.
If you don't hear that I announce it out loud to everybody,
is this a third party that's not the Mind Flayer?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. Everybody know.
Umbra wasn't scared of that spirit. He is terrified of what is coming.
Well, I didn't mean to move.
He's also okay. So Umbra basically told me he found us and we need to leave.
Who found us?
He did.
Who's he?
I
Pedi!
am we.
He found us.
Yay!
Did you
Welcome,
get new
my friend.
glasses?
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
Can we
Just been
see
trying
new
to buy some
glasses?
and I'm back.
Okay, I'll let Starlight take their turn before I take mine then, since they're back. Since I
It's
actually didn't.
Elvy's turn.
Oh.
We're fighting a mind flick?
Yeah,
I
but
messaged you.
apparently
Technically,
something
No,
worse
but
just showed up.
looking at it,
I need.
Something.
Are you in the D&D Beyond or D&D Beyond? Are you in TaleSpire?
I'm opening it right now.
I just need a D100 and an initiative roll.
A D100 and initiative roll? I got you. I'll do that in D&D Beyond.
And Star Umbra.
Joke's on you. Your D100 is what the percentage
Josh,
of
you
health
said
you're gonna have.
after ears it was Starlight, right?
After ears, it's Elvy than you.
Oh, okay, so I was going to let Elvie do her turn then.
So, D100. I got an 84.
Nice.
And then initiative roll is 14.
All of a sudden, a portal opens up right behind the Mind Flayer. And
Oh,
Lydia
God.
goes,
Hello.
I look at Groot and I'm like, that's not a he, that's a she, and they're an ally.
and what
Not-
was the initiative? You rolled 17?
I got a 14.
14.
7 plus 7.
Oh, is it in D&D Beyond?
Yeah.
D&D Beyond is acting weird. It's not telling me what your roll was.
Um,
14.
Yeah, it's still showing 3 dots next to him. Not actually
Titans?
Kython.
Kython.
Okay.
Remember, oh, there it goes. Remember this for me, Pedi? You were after Breya.
Sorry.
So just remember this for this round. You were after Breya.
Okay, got it.
So whenever Breya goes in the initiative, you're next.
Roger
and then
that.
I'll add you the next round because it's not going to let me add it this round.
That's fine.
I mean, if
Hi,
you want,
guys.
we can start the round.
Captain
I
on
don't like
deck!
going again.
Did you get your new glasses?
My new glasses, I got round glasses for the first time. They're kind of roundish.
Ah,
Is Mikey there or not?
Yes, I'm here. I was just,
Oh.
there's just a lot going on.
it's
Okay.
Alvy's
So
turn,
what
sir.
happened when I?
Basically, Shrike is trying to tell everybody panic.
Basically, what Umbra has told me, there is another that is joining the to the battle. Umbra is terrified.
Okay, so we need to get the hell out of here.
Shrike tried to use his new ability. It was cut off, and something spotted him because of it.
Aw,
Yeah.
Shrike!
He had no way of knowing this.
I know, but come on, man!
How
It's
could I not
always
know
you.
the future? You know what the funny part is? So I've been working with Josh a little bit over the last couple weeks, and then he was like, "It's ready for next week," and then I'm like, "Okay, this is great. I'm gonna use it," and then this happens.
And then this happens.
I had
He was ready
I'm
for.
sorry.
This
Okay,
is what
so-
he was
so
ready
we-
for.
So we heard that there's something bad coming.
Yes.
Yes.
Great. So it is currently Elvy's turn, right?
Yes.
All
What
right.
did they say out loud?
Something
Shit
bad's
is-
coming.
Out
Oh,
coming,
that,
and
okay.
it ain't good.
By the pricking of my thumbs, something wicked this comes.
All right. Is there anything around? Okay. Is that actually something attacking cards and Mirra?
Arg is trying to keep something from eating his face off. There's some things trying to eat Mirror's face off.
All right.
Just moved on their own.
Yes.
Then she's going to He's gonna take 2 shots, or actually, she's gonna take 1 shot at the little one attacking Mirra. Does she?
They do not. They have blind sight, so they do not
Oh,
get.
right, that's what it was. All right. I did a 21 to hit
Yes.
for 9 points
Okay.
to the little one there.
It's more than I've
And
done to him so
then-
far, I think.
Is it still up? I guess. All right, she's gonna take another shot at it.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
23 to hit.
Down it goes. It doesn't matter
Yay.
what you.
Okay, well I rolled like 15 points and shit, so there you go.
LV shoots it twice, and it
She's gonna go.
That's
Go-
it.
She is at
You're-
max
Okay,
right
yeah.
now.
she's gonna move. That's fine. Up there. All right, that's it for her turn.
All right, cards,
Get him.
and then Yuelia, and then Breya.
Yay!
Alright, I'm gonna take.
You think we can like rush the mind flayer and try to kill it and then escape?
That's the idea, but I needed to get some heat off of people.
Do you
Alright,
want-
Josh, I'm gonna take a step here. I know my raptor friend is gonna nip at my heels.
Okay, I'm just making sure you're okay with an attack of opportunity.
No, I know. I'm just, but don't do it yet. Let me make sure I move into the correct spot because I'm learning how to do things. Okay, bite me. You can bite my butt now. I'm ready to accept it.
I'm pretty sure a 20 total hits you.
Now, Josh, when I said do it, I didn't actually mean it. But
Ugh.
yes.
But as an attack of opportunity, it doesn't get to do its whole shebang. It only gets to pick one thing, which will be its claws.
It's shoulder rocket launcher. It takes
It's
16.35 points of
shoulder
damage.
launchers.
As it turns out, it only has 1 shot. Lucky you.
Well, it only did 5 damage. 5
Woo!
piercing damage. It could have done way more.
As a bonus action, I'm going to yell, "Captain, my captain!" and throw Bardic Inspiration to daggers.
So it takes one little quick swipe at you as you're moving away, and it kind of just nicks the side of your back. And then you hear, "Ah, Captain, my captain!"
And then for my last action, I'm going to strike the Mind Flayer with my whip.
Get him.
Eh.
Give me that attack roll.
Didn't you move?
He did move.
Oh, is that all you moved? Okay.
Yeah,
He's
it's
just
all I
getting
moved.
range for his whip.
Does a 14 hit?
Let me see.
Oh, well, I get flanking because daggers is behind him as well. Look,
Not
this is a legit
technically.
question. I've never actually used the whip before, so I don't know what
don't
the
know.
rules
I mean,
are.
Dagger just kind of appeared there, though.
I would have counted that. Actually, Dagger's a little bit further back, but I would have counted that if Dagger was actually like within
Engaged.
attacking range.
Dagger
Gotcha.
needs to have weapon out and ready to fight for flanking.
Do
But,
reach weapons actually have or that kind of stuff for advantage? I assume so because I guess that means you're actually in combat with them, right?
Right. The
Okay.
person has to actually engage with the monster for you to get the flanking bonus.
Yeah. Okay.
Like if
That is
4
interesting.
people are standing like near each other and a monster appears in the middle, and then one person notices and attacks the monster, you don't get flanking because the other 3 people don't even know what's going on yet.
Oh, am I able to use one of my lucky charges and just reroll that attack?
Well, you don't need. So I use the Mind Flayer template, but that usually has a breastplate. This Mind Flayer does not have a breastplate.
I
So
didn't know
its
they were
AC is only
breastplates.
it's whatever natural AC plus Dex. So a 14 absolutely hits.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I won't use.
As he's currently wearing lab robes. There's not much to that.
Bardic
No, because he had to
inspiration
hide that
on
he was a
daggers, and then throw the whip. I did 10 points of damage. Plus, I'm going to spend one more Bardic Inspiration for my, what's it called? My Power of the Storm to, roll an additional d8 of lightning damage on top of my regular damage once I find where my dice tray has wandered off onto my screen. There it is. D8.
That build has so much fucking potential.
7.
7 damage?
So 17 total.
Let me make sure. Here, hang on. 17 total. Alright. What am I trying to do math for? I just put the number in hit. But
Math is hard.
you see cards unravel his whip and it kind of extend the whole thing just in there, and then with just a quick snap, you just see, and one of his tentacles on his face actually gets completely lacerated off.
I was gonna ask if he could steal a tentacle with his whip earlier.
It seems very upset at you now.
Upsetty spaghetti.
Bring
Look,
me
the
one back.
important thing is, as long as I can piss it off enough to keep him off of the important person next to me, we're okay.
Well,
And that's my turn, Josh. Be gentle to me.
Juvenile, it's now Kython A. It's not done with cards.
Oh no, I knew it was coming back from where you always come crawling back.
Well put. So it's 3 attacks, 1 bite.
Oh, 3.
1 bite.
Farewell, everybody.
All right.
He'll be okay.
Bite is only a 13.
Ooh, miss.
Claw is only a 12, so that's a miss. And tail is a 4, which is a no. So it claws at your back. You yell, "Captain, my captain!" You run up, crack the whip, and then you're prepared for it. You immediately turn around, and as it's leaping to do all this, you just put your foot up and just launch it back, and it has to collect itself as it lands.
No, bad. Go back to your room.
You just have your whip up like, I will absolutely use this. Yuelia, then Breya, then Brain, then Dagger.
Brain.
Do I know anything about these creatures beforehand?
Kythons? No.
Oh,
No, about this mind flare.
They're.
I should say more their affinity towards resistances of elements and shit like that.
Nobody rolled high enough for the stat block,
Okay.
but naturally, mind flayers are not really known for anything but magic resistance.
Fucking fuck. The thing that I am.
look at chat, Josh.
Alright. So they're mostly resistant to magic. Okay. So I'm going to use my movement to try and cleanse that that bleeding debuff that I have on me. What kind of save do I need to make? Oh, it's a medicine
It is
check,
a
wasn't it?
medicine check. But if you do that, then you lose your action.
Oh, I thought I could use my movement instead.
Or you move. Yeah, you're correct. Or your movement.
I don't think it mattered. I rolled an 11.
Let me check the DC on that really quick. I'm jumping around here. No, not that one. Not extract brain.
I want to know why we're.
It is a
extracting.
DC 15 medicine check. So
Okay,
yeah,
then no.
it does not. Or
Okay,
no, it does
then.
not pass.
All right. This thing is
And that
resistant
was your
to
movement?
magic. Yeah, that was my movement. So I still have my action. Who's next to me?
Cards.
I'll have. All right.
I really wonder why it's not loading Breya. That's so weird.
It hates me.
That can't be true.
You know
I
what?
mean,
I'll
I
take
wonder
my
if
chance.
Breya
Screw
threw an
it.
apple at someone so hard it blew up before it hit their face.
I'm gonna-
No, but I did.
Hang
I'm gonna
on,
cast Ray of Sickness at 2nd level.
Oh, okay.
Fuck. A 12.
Wait, 12 what?
12 to hit.
That is at disadvantage.
Oh, I mean, it doesn't matter. I don't think a 12 hits it.
Actually, a 12 does.
Oh. I mean, then either way, the other one rolled higher, so it was a 13 plus 8, so yeah.
Oh, so
Okay.
that hit.
Okay. Then yeah. Ray of Sickness must make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, my apologies.
Oh, wait, sorry. I'm sorry. I still have to do 2d8 damage. That's what it is. Still have to do 2d8 damage, but you also make a Constitution saving throw.
Gotcha.
And I think
So the
I
Constitution
also add...
saving throw is what he does at advantage. Not the other one, but they both hit anyway, so. Mind Flayer, where are you? There you are.
Gain a
Hit us
plus 4
con
to
save.
1.
Ooh! Yeah, that was an 18.
Okay. Then yeah, they passed.
At least the Mind Flayer has a.
I am back. I'm sorry.
Welcome back. How much damage did you take?
Gonna be 3d8. And then 12 points of poison. Oh no, I lied. 16 points of poison. And he passed the poison check.
Yes. Is that the end of Yuelia's turn?
Yes, that is it.
So Yuelia desperately is like trying to stop the bleeding on her chest, and in her panic, she's just like, screw it. And you see her make the magic spell circle, and this really like pale green ray shoots out from her and smacks the Mind Flayer straight in the chest. And you see him just compose himself, and he gives like one cough, and this like purple liquid comes out of where you would assume his mouth is.
Grape Kool-Aid.
That's
I
it for me.
knew it.
Breya, you're up.
I'm up.
Dagger, you're next.
All right.
Didn't Breya actually do the whole thing where creatures have a disadvantage on attacks that aren't against her? That aren't
Dude,
against her?
Are you within 30 feet of me? Because that can make
Oh,
you take
the mind-
2d6 less damage.
Who?
Anyone.
I
You can do
haven't
that
taken
as a
damage.
Mind Flayer?
reaction.
Isn't it
Yeah,
just for
but
the
you have
Mind
to
Flayer
call the
for-
reaction.
Yeah, it has to. I think it's also only if the Mind Flayer attacks you, is it not?
He didn't attack anybody yet. You're good.
Disadvantage and half damage is from the attacks from the Mind Flayer.
Right.
You can use your reaction. That the one from the Mind Flayer is always because you hit it until
Right.
your next turn, which is now. And then the other one is when somebody takes damage, you say, "I use my reaction to prevent."
See, I thought it had to be from the Mind Flayer, and that's why I said nothing.
Gotcha.
I
But no,
apologize.
the reaction one you can do to anybody that's within range. The other one is a permanent effect, well, a one turn effect
Yeah.
for anybody that you manage to hit.
Alright, I'm running up and I'm smacking him.
And you get to swing twice.
Yeah, and I'm gonna savage attack too. That gives me advantage, right?
Reckless attack?
Reckless attack, that's what it
Yeah.
is.
Reckless savage, it's still gonna hurt.
Oh, I rolled a
I'm
19.
just making sure I understand what she's trying to do.
Yeah.
Because there's also an ability called Savage Attacker.
Oh
so
my
making
gosh.
sure.
Should I
What if
just
you do-
roll
There
both
is.
of my attacks now to see if they both hit?
Sure.
Okay.
Do it,
Does
honey.
an 18 hit?
18 absolutely hits.
Okay, so I
Destroy
hit him
Squid Boy.
twice.
Why can't I see the whole log? There we go.
So that's 18 damage there. Oh, did I just roll to attack again? I didn't mean to do that. Oh no, it's the damage. It's good. And then that's...
Eventually, I'll figure out how to add another d12 to that weapon. So that's 12.
So 18 plus 12 would be 30?
30.
30 points of damage?
Yeah.
As Breya rushes up, and she kind of starts building momentum in a spin, and the first one clips him in the side, and the second one just smashes him across the face. And he
Get
gets
him, girl!
literally, he gets so hard, you see him, his head like spin, and both of the hands go straight to the ground to like try and support himself from falling over.
Nice. And that'll
And
be
she's
my
got
turn.
that ability again, so disadvantage for him against anyone else, right?
Yep.
All right.
As long as it's not an ability, it's only for attacks.
Oh, I didn't realize it wasn't for abilities too.
Like the psychonic wave thing that he did, that wouldn't prevent any damage.
Nice if it
But
did, though. wouldn't
if
it?
your turn is done, then we are to Dagger.
All right. I'm
Stab
going
away,
to-
Captain!
I'm gonna run up and say, when my crew calls, we will always answer and try to stab him with Lucia.
Okay.
Please.
Do you
That's
get
22 to
flanking?
hit.
Yes, because Breya's now up in his
Perfect.
face. Not that he needed it.
Not that you needed it.
22.
All right. And
Man,
then
getting those
let-
new glasses must have, like, prayed for Raptor Jesus for him.
yeah, right.
Raptor Jesus.
Let me get this damage in. Let's see. Do I get an
Okay.
extra D4 from Lucia?
Yes.
All right.
It is definitely dark enough in here.
Okay. Wonderful.
It's purple enough.
All right. So that's going to be a lot of dice.
Holy shit.
And sneak attack.
So that's.
Love rogues.
I can re-roll one of the D4s real quick. Hold on.
Piercer.
It's the same thing. Okay. 29 points.
What was that, baby?
Jeez. Rogues don't do any damage.
And you know what? Just for the hell of it, I'm going to attack him again. That's with my bonus action.
Do it.
And that would be with the vicious dagger, or would Lucia take over for that one?
It would be for the bonus action attack. It has to be your offhand.
Okay, so it'd be vicious dagger.
But the new rule, the test rules, if you're dual wielding, it's a free action.
Oh, okay. So
Oh,
that
nice.
won't take my bonus action.
Correct.
Sweet. All right. Well, vicious dagger. That is a 23,
That hits.
and it's going to be
6.
6.
What class does Professor Fig teach?
So I imagine that Lydia falls out of the portal after, just being sucked out of the room that she was in. She's kind of gaining her bearings. There's all this fighting and all these creatures attacking her friends, and there's this tentacle monster, and he sees Breya run up and smash him in the face, and it's like, well, Breya is attacking him, then he's evil. And Lydia draws both her daggers, runs up, and just, almost like a boar, boar tusk, just rams them upward into its back, and you just see it, arch its back and screech in pain, cursing, or what you believe cursing to be in some language that you don't understand.
German.
Is that the end of your turn?
It didn't use my bonus action, right?
Correct.
Then I will slip away with a dash. Or I didn't even use my movement. I used like 5 feet, right? From here to here.
It was like, yeah,
I'll-
5 feet.
Then I'll just move over here.
Okay. Attack of
And
opportunity.
not with my Swashbuckler ability.
Oh, never mind. Thank you. Bonus
and
action.
then,
Stealth.
yep, bonus action hide.
Yes. Give me a stealth roll, please.
Come on. It's only a 19.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
That
It's
ends my turn.
only a 19.
Okay.
Juvenile.
We need to go back to when we were trying to sneak into trees and somehow I was out stealthing the rogue.
That doesn't hit
Talk about
Mirra.
that, alright? We don't talk about that.
Oh, that
Why
was
is
a
it always
great
roll in
thing.
the damn corner? That doesn't hit Mirra.
Dice of heroism. Look at them fancy dice.
That doesn't hit Mirra. So this
Fight me!
raptor looking thing
bad.
is just trying, like I said, you guys are just, as you're swinging, it's swinging, and so its claws and your rod are just smacking against each other uselessly.
Bad.
Looks like it's time.
Oh yeah!
I don't like
don't-
that.
I don't like that either.
Those were words that
Yeah,
If it-
Did I
If-
say that out loud?
maybe.
oh my
what I
God.
meant to
I'm
say
not sure if
was
this is our third part. This is where we get third partied, or if this is where the mind flare is like my turn, bitches.
We better fucking kill this thing fast. Where's Aurora? I need
Pretty
him to
fine.
punch. Or I need her to punch.
Where is Aurora?
Way down there.
Yo,
Not sure what's
Shoveling
happening.
chili in her face. Oh, wait a second.
I think Aurora killed one of those
Hold
things
on.
and hasn't moved up yet.
It's a soundtrack change, guys. Now we know shit's going down.
Wait,
Guys,
you
we
mean
were just
you
fighting
mean
trash.
Boss Number 2's thing just kicked
No,
in?
we were just
Oh,
fighting
hell.
trash.
All of a sudden,
Phase 2.
all of a sudden, all the Kythons just stop.
Oh no.
Fuck.
You see the mind flare, and it's his turn. So, but you see him like doing the thing like where he was trying to blast you guys. Why won't they listen? Why won't they listen?
He's
then-
controlling the Kythons.
And then suddenly
What?
he stopped, and his eyes just grow wide. Breya being the closest, you see his eyes just. And even though his features are completely different, completely alien from anything human or halfling or whatever, not fear, terror is the same across all species, I guess you could say.
Oh, good. He's scared.
All of a sudden, the Kythons just run away into the holes that they came out of. All of them
hell.
scatter.
The ship's sinking.
And you see him stand up. You see the spell circle form.
Counterspell?
Wait a second. Hang on. I don't know what level that is. Wow. He can cast a 7th level spell.
Counterspell?
Counterspell.
Counterspell the counterspell. It's been
Do you
counterspelled.
have any spell slots left?
I have not used any spell slots.
You counterspelled him once. Or tried
No,
to.
I tried to, but you had said, or no.
No,
it
you tried
wasn't
to
a spell that I
fireball.
had
He
tried
countered
to.
you. That's
Yes.
right.
And I have not actually used any actual spell slots because I've only used a geomancy slot, and I have used a cantrip.
But as a reaction, so you go to try and stop him, and he sees that you're going, and he counters your counter spell to break it, and you see 7 rings aligned in various
God.
dimensions, and you just see him just walk backwards into this like warp hole and disappear.
I don't.
Why didn't he just do that to begin with? Why was he fighting to open up this
Can
one?
I jump in after him?
Do you want to jump in after him?
Please don't.
I mean,
I'm
if he's running
considering it.
away
If
because
he
of
is
whatever's
running,
showing up, perhaps
should
we
we
should
run
follow
with it?
suit.
When he tries to back up, he's disengaging me. Shouldn't I be able to do something?
No, because this is just a spell. He's not leaving your area.
So the step back. So I can't like grab him.
The
I'll be
step
right back.
is, like I said, this is still his turn in initiative. I'm just giving it flavor because it's going to end combat.
Okay,
technically
party.
we
Should
can't-
I jump after him?
No.
Well, the thing is
I would say
I'm
it would close
asking if
behind
you
him.
want to, but I don't think initiative.
I will let it close behind him. Though part of me wanted to try to throw my anchor out to grab him like Nautilus and drag his ass back out of the portal.
I can imagine her like trying to grab him, but he just walks into the thing and fades away. And right before he leaves, he says in common, shit, I had it prepared too. My apologies.
See you in
that's
the real world, sucker.
Right as he steps back through the portal, he goes, "I'll still win in the end."
Yeah, if you wake up from the coma you're gonna have from that headache. I smacked him right in the temple.
He lived with 3 HP.
You gotta be. I should have jumped after him.
But like I said,
Could have found.
Can I throw a card at him? Just
D&D mechanics wise, you couldn't have because it was his turn.
I know.
And you would have been, even if you could have, you would have gone alone because that spell specifies.
Well, as he vanishes, can I pick up the tentacle I smacked off and wave it at him tauntingly and then hand it over to Starlight?
Sure.
Yeah. There you
Guys,
go.
we need to get the hell out of here because something's coming.
Yeah,
Even he didn't want to fight.
You know the passcode. Tap it in. We need to do the thing that we came to do, cause if he's running.
Yeah, let's go.
I panicked for a minute when it's popped up saying initiative mode again.
Yeah.
And then it said cutscene mode.
And
Like,
then it said
"Aw,
cutscene, and I was like, oh,
we're
we're
all
gonna
died."
die.
Cutscene death.
I was trying to do something, but I can't remember how I did it.
Just to be clear, Josh, did that actually use my counterspell slot?
If you wanted to counterspell, then yes. If you were just saying it to say it, then no.
A little bit of both.
It's
I'm
gone.
going to trust you to be honest and say if you were or were not actually going to counterspell.
I think I would have, so I used the slot.
Okay, Starlight isn't dead, right?
Who? No one's
No,
dead.
they just
I
went
thought-
AFK.
They're all
No,
dead.
I thought Starlight took a fuck ton of damage or something.
Oh, she's bleeding internally. But...
She is under the effects of the ice spirits, so her HP is halved. And then she took a good claw slash, which makes her bleed, which means she can't heal until that's dealt with.
She's suffering a bit.
Yes.
Okay, dude, can we?
We need Starlight here. Starlight has password. So
I'm using my last level 1 spell slot, Josh, and I'm gonna place my hand on her shoulders and give a little prayer and cast Cure Wounds.
Nothing happens.
Oh, righty then.
Is she the one that
makes it so that she can't heal at all? Until
I thought you meant like for like resting. I gotcha.
Is she the one that has?
Go ahead.
Is she the one that has to do the medicine check, or can someone else?
Anybody can.
Okay, so just do a medicine check instead.
Like group medicine check, save her.
Well, we see her bleeding, so I'll help.
I'm gonna make a medicine check. I'll make a medicine check.
You're way over there.
Yeah, but we're gonna group up, I'm assuming.
Okay.
Groot will walk over there.
Does a 16 do anything, Josh?
Anybody who's paying attention, you see Umbra just hide. It just goes inside, like under.
You know what?
Shrike's cloak.
I'm running over here and hiding behind this pillar.
I'm
Dibs on the what is that south pillar? It's on the south pillar.
I'm walking over to Starlight, and I'm going to. I made a 19 flat. I don't get any bonuses. Medicine check.
Oh, to cure my bleeding?
Yeah.
Thank
You're
you.
back. Hello.
19.
I'm just gonna like poke you a couple times and be like, it should be better.
I don't think that's how that works, but you know what? It's been a hell of a day.
Does a 16 do anything with the medicine check, Josh?
I think you need
Yeah,
to
it's
beat
a DC 15.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so between Cards and Groot, Starlight.
We
got
both just
poked
kind
and
of like look
prodded.
at him, poke him a couple
people
times.
are hiding. Should I be
So,
hiding?
Now that everybody's not panicking, you manage to apply pressure to the wound and it stops bleeding.
How you feeling? You okay?
I'm great. What did I miss
Hi.
exactly? What
Mirra-
You might need to type in that passcode now because something horrible's coming.
Okay,
No, it's not coming. He's here.
great.
He's
Give me a second.
here.
Where
Go
is
over-
he?
Does my head hurt so
I'm gonna
much?
stay behind Starlight with my
I'm
whip at the
running
ready.
over here to protect Starlight.
I'm gonna put in the passcode again. You already know it. That's there in chat.
I
And,
think we need to get the hell over to wherever this is gonna take us. Like, you guys shouldn't be so far back.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Whip
also
just
walk
zoomed
over.
out of nowhere.
I don't know what I'm looking for. None of these other ones really had a portal to open with or anything, but I'll look.
So as Quip runs up, Ela jumps off and goes, Did you already get access to the generator?
I believe so. Does it look like putting in my password helped? Did anything?
Yeah, I mean it opened up, but this is completely different. The other thing, it's just data. It's just
Okay.
work. No visual.
Yeah. I have no idea what's going on. This is all you. But yes, my password is in.
I don't speak.
Step
code.
aside and let her.
She walks up and she just in like a fury of a programmer, I guess. You just see her tapping away and typing super fast, and her eyes are like going back and forth as she's reading through everything. And you hear the generator start making all these like weird noises. It's like
Isn't this gonna
almost
explode?
like in real life, it's almost like a car switching gears. But the generator is starting to sound like really wrong, I guess. So it's, instead of making a hum, there's like a lot. It sounds like metal pieces are bouncing around in it now and stuff, and they're kind of shaking, kind of violently. And they're
I'm
starting to
protecting
vibrate.
Starlight, so I follow Starlight.
I'll take the south pillar with Quip. Quip, grab the lady. Quip,
I don't
grab
think
the
it
lady.
does anything, but
I can't leave her. I'm gonna stand here and prepare to like throw myself on her to block her from the explosion
So,
if it happens.
Shrike, Aurora, are you standing where you are?
I was moving up to the group.
I was going also to the group, but I guess I wouldn't.
Group hug, everybody.
Yay! Oh,
I'll
I'm
just take a
at
double
the
puddle.
wrong pillar. Oh.
As she's typing furiously, and it's starting to. You see and you. Basically, everybody would pretty much know this, but Breya specifically, you see that the generator's metal is starting to light up like a red, almost like the blacksmith irons. And yeah, it's starting to look pretty dangerous at this point.
Is this about to blow up?
She goes, no, I'm almost done, and she kind of goes silent and doesn't complete her train of thought.
Okay.
And then, suddenly the right side of one generator, just something erupts and almost like a laser shoots out and hits the wall, and you could just see it burrowing through whatever material.
Yeah, if it
colliding
lodges
with.
that goon golem loose from 2 floors up and it just falls through the crack and just flops next to us.
Don't
ideas.
give him. I was just gonna say that.
She goes, okay, we need to go to the other side of where we started. And all of a sudden you just see her start sprinting, sprinting.
I'm following suit.
I'm running as fast as I can.
I'm on quip.
Wait,
Whee!
I think Groot has exhaustion on speed,
Whee!
right or no?
No,
Whip.
I don't think I'm there yet. I'm double
Wait.
checking.
What about
Seriously,
am
does
actually-
Starlight?
anyone need to
I
be
am
carried?
speed
Yeah.
disadvantaged. I am speed disadvantaged.
Okay, quip can grab you.
I think he can carry 2 people, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm
As-
hearing that I can run.
as Quip, as everybody's being gathered up, Quip kind of does like a frog thing, like the tongue. It doesn't have like a really long tongue, but you just see blat, and it just wraps around Shrike.
Has anyone got a shield that we can hide behind?
Oh, I got this
not a big one.
indestructible book.
Yeah, it is, and you also have an indestructible
Bag.
something else.
So if we just
Wait,
lie down
what?
on the ground and put it up like a barrier in front of us.
No, see, I was
then our
gonna say
eyebrows will be
we
safe.
all put our heads in a line, and I hold it up in front of our heads, so at
So we
least
get
our...
decapitated?
Does it count
I mean...
as decapitation if your head survives but the rest of your body gets sliced off?
If
Remember,
your head
it's
and
not-
body are separated,
So,
it's
as you-
decapitation.
As you guys get to this spot, she goes, "Okay, so I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not a weave theorist or whatever not. There's a 50-50 chance, because I tried to make the explosion go up, but there's a 50-50 chance it could go out.
Those are good odds.
We're either dead or we might live.
So who wants to roll the d20?
Jenny!
Oh no.
Ooh,
I want
Jenny!
to.
Jenny!
I nominate
Jenny!
I also nominate Jenny. That way we can blame her if it goes wrong.
We don't blame patron Jenny. We only hail.
It's Eads are Eads.
These are
Evens
Eads or
are
oods.
The Eads are
odds
Oods.
are evens.
Oh,
Unplanned.
hail, patron Jenny!
Anyone got a plot point to make sure that it's whatever she rolls?
I mean,
You're the
I
only one that
do,
gets fed plot
but
points.
you know.
That
It
thumbs
was-
up is either a thumbs up we live or a thumbs up we lost.
Well, I mean, think
Thumbs
about
up.
it. If we got
Thumbs-
hit, we won't feel it. So thumbs up.
Thumbs up because it went up.
Oh, thank God.
So,
Was it Eads or Oods?
oots.
Oods. Thank you, patron Jenny.
You did
Thank
it.
hell.
Thank you.
Eads or ovens. All of a sudden, you hear a horrible, like, banging, clanging sound, and this just huge. Let me do this. This huge beam of prismatic light just explodes upwards into the air, and you just see it just tunnel through the ceiling and keep going and going and going and going.
That might just destroy the Gloom Golem if it gets caught up in it.
Let's hope.
And eventually, you just see it kind of, as the light gets thinner and thinner, and then it turns into like particles, and then the particles kind of distort. And now I need one more roll, but this needs to be from a player.
Ugh.
I'll do it.
Oh yeah. Oh.
D100, please.
Oh.
Oh,
No, go ahead. Well,
Let
do
Mitchell
you want to?
do it.
Yeah,
Go
let
ahead,
Mitchell
Mitchell.
do
Go
it.
ahead.
What's the worst that can happen?
what's
Mitchell,
that?
don't say that before you roll. Jeez.
Let's see if you can roll a 100 like I did.
83.
Okay.
That's good.
Hey, look, everything's black now. We died.
This is
83 is
real
the number
dark.
of death.
The portal at the end that you see is white.
Okay, we're running at it. Everyone through it. Let's go.
We're grabbing Lady with us too, right? Dr.
Yep.
Lady? Grabbing
Yep.
her.
Quip
All right, let me
has
just-
Shrike.
Let me grab everybody. I got everybody.
Yep.
Charge!
Oh,
Ah!
God, I went the wrong way with my mouse.
I know. I was like, where are we going?
Sorry.
When everybody gets
oh,
about
oh, no.
Oh,
to this
oh,
area,
jeez.
Just look off.
Just let me make everybody look the correct direction.
Like,
Can
where are we
also
going?
get
I
a
don't
little
know
bit of
what's
lighting?
happening.
Do we have any more light that we could make in here?
Light, as I'd say, there is no.
Groot's facing the
Do you
wrong way,
want light so you can see, or do you want light like in the game?
so you can
so we
see.
can
Physical
see a
light
little
to
better.
actually see the darkness that we're characters
Yes,
in.
I apologize, DM. I know you want to make
appreciate-
it spooky, but our screens make everything way darker.
Turn up
Yeah.
your brightness.
It's all.
My
It's literally
brightness
If
is
I
all the
all
turn
way
the
up
up.
way.
my brightness, I
I'm
have
just
migraine.
But is that good? Can you guys see?
Yeah,
Yes, that's
Yes,
yeah.
good.
thank you very much.
I
But
appreciate you.
everybody gets to about here, and
The real question.
I need a. Let me put it this way: Mirra, you automatically pass. Everybody else make a saving throw using your highest save, or whichever one you would prefer.
Ooh!
By chance, are we being frightened, poisoned, or effects that I can see?
No,
Okay.
18. 18 charisma.
nope.
Nat 20!
Natural
20.
20! Natural 20!
Well, how much is the total?
What's your total?
16.
27.
Hold on, I'll throw it in chat.
I got a 16 in strength.
16 strength.
Nope.
You too?
I got a
No,
25 dex.
me only.
Nope.
I got a 27.
Nope.
No
Okay,
blood.
it's not
Hold on.
possible to pass this.
No, I can do a little bit better. Oh, that's an ability check, not a save. Never mind.
Did anybody beat a 35?
I don't think anyone
Jeez.
can.
The
It is-
absolute
The highest I could roll is
do a
26.
31.
It is possible, just
The highest I'd be able to
Nat
get.
20
is a
doesn't
31.
automatically succeed.
Wait, what bonus do we get from Mirra?
It's not a
No.
save.
Auto
It's
fail and
not an
auto succeed.
ability. Wait.
as an
Save.
auto fail and auto succeed only apply to attacks.
I was just saying.
Really?
Aurora.
That's
This is
different than Pathfinder.
Oh wait, are these on saving throws?
Yes.
These are saves.
Yeah.
Well, you get
Saves.
3, but it's not enough to get you up there.
Still not enough.
Let's
I
see.
have
Yeah.
19 then. with
That
the
puts me at a
3.
30.
That also puts me at a 30.
Which is super respectable, but just
You know what the worst
quite
part
not
is?
enough.
Even if I could use my talisman, I can still only max out at a 34.
All right, what's in front of us?
Didn't cards give somebody inspiration?
Yeah, daggers.
Dagger.
Daggers,
Oh.
yeah.
Would that still be around?
Yeah, because you haven't used it yet.
I don't. Okay,
But you rolled a 25, and I think it's a D8, which would still only get you a 33.
I rolled a 25 plus
Oh,
the
wait,
3.
Wait, 25 plus Mirra's 3 is 28.
28 and a D8.
So if you roll a D8
Roll
high enough,
good.
Do it.
Do it.
Josh,
5.
could we
inspiration.
retroactively say that I activated the banner?
no.
I tried.
We were
What
running.
if I use my inspiration on this?
Inspiration!
So, how far was I off? It's okay, doesn't matter.
So you were at 28.
Yeah, 28.
You rolled a
You
5.
need a 7 or an 8 to
7
succeed.
or 8. Alright, come on, guys. We got it, right?
Woo!
You got it.
Praise rap to Jesus. We stink for our sins. And because you could
Absolutely.
not roll dice.
I got a 7.
Hey!
Oh.
Woo!
Can Breya ask her tree friend to help them?
That's,
And can that contribute to the 7 for Lydia?
You could say you pray to your tree friend.
That's what I want to do. Pray to my tree
Good.
friend.
but slowly,
Oh, Tree Jeebus.
slowly everything starts to slow down
Oh,
to a
that's not
stop.
good.
Oh no, why me?
Oh no, I didn't roll quip.
After about 5-10 seconds, Mirra, you can blink. Lydia, you can blink and move.
She kind of shakes her head and looks at the others and looks at what is in front of us right now.
Currently, nothing but the portal.
Fucking looks like Voldemort dying under
Oh,
that
that's
bench.
the thing that's still there. Okay, so excuse me, we're not prisoners or anything. We're allowed to leave. Thank you. And she starts trying to drag.
They can't move.
Oh,
No matter how much you tug on them, they don't budge.
Save yourself.
Save yourselves.
What is this?
Yeah, I don't think Quip's making whatever roll that is. So, crap. Daggers. Dagger.
I've been using your real name. Oops.
Dagger.
Ears.
Yes.
Please explain what's happening here.
I don't know. Everyone just slow down. Excuse me. Hello. Can please let them move again. She tries to produce the orb.
Bleh.
It doesn't come out. Bob is terrified. This orb is terrified.
Still?
Can
Oh shit.
Lucia talk?
Okay.
Say what?
If I call for Lucia, would they answer?
Yes, she does.
There you want. I'm sleeping. I'm off today.
Well, wake up. It's almost dinner time.
So, Mirra and damn it, Ears
Who are
and
you?
Dagger. You see the young girl appear, the one that protected you earlier. She appears again. She's
My tree
kind
friend.
of semi-transparent at the current moment. I put it like a sort of kind of picture.
A sort of kind of picture?
Yeah, somebody or whoever gave it to me said that was their interpretation of her from the previous campaign. But that's an in-character chat if you guys want to kind of have an idea of what she looks like.
She's in front of us now.
Yeah, she's kind of floating in the air next to Breya, but she wasn't there a moment ago.
Excuse me. How do we move them?
She doesn't answer, and she just kind of turns around to look down the hallway you guys just ran down.
I look where she's looking.
What's the matter? What is this? Hello?
There's this feeling. This like the hairs on the back of your neck that stand up. At first, it's just the hairs. But then you kind of feel sick to your stomach.
It's high school.
And then this just overwhelming pressure, this just unsurmountable dread comes over you both.
God.
Bob stops moving, but you think he fainted.
Bob.
I didn't know the
bag
man
of
could
holding?
even faint.
Yes.
Just goes limp in her.
That's the feeling you get anyway.
Wait, the bag of holding fainted?
Yes.
That's
Oh
what
my
it
God,
feels
I'm
like
British.
Mirra anyway.
Okay.
I need someone to explain what's going on now.
I mean, we're all
Okay. Okay. We
I
can't
can
move
move
them.
Mirra if you want me to move Mirra, but
We can't
Lydia,
move.
feel free to move yourself.
Yes, please. We can't move them. Can we move the portal? Can we what do we do?
So you said the girl is next to Breya, kind of floating.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me give her like a.
She's my tree friend.
She's my tree friend.
Her
that's
name
happy
is
friend.
Merrily, and she was my daughter.
Now her name is Tree Friend.
Now her
And
name
she's
is
my tree friend.
Hail, tree friend.
She makes me sad every time I see her now. I miss her.
Oh, she's so small. Hi, tree friend.
She's alive. She's right here.
Well, remember, she was just a little girl.
Well, maybe a little bit bigger. Maybe a little bit bigger than that.
So we've seen this girl before, right? Like in the.
Yes.
No, not that big. Okay.
We
We've
did.
seen
We
it-
saw her appear.
Do you remember when I fed the tree the fruit?
Yeah, she was
She
there.
came out of the tree, yeah.
She was originally just looking, but again, just that. Just face of terror, and her hands go up like this.
I try all the stuff I have. So let me see my
You
bonk
did
stick.
see that I wanted her to leave if she felt she was in danger, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
My bonk stick is blessed. I try just giving everybody bonk on the head. I try Shield Master Shove with the
I
magic
couldn't
book.
figure out how to do it, but the hallway you guys ran down, just slowly but surely, this black wall is closing towards you guys.
This is the ooze.
Okay.
It's like the shadow is eating the hallway almost.
So are you telling me that the people who succeeded get to be terrified and us who didn't are just like not even comprehending anything anymore?
Yep.
As far as the people who passed,
What in the Lovecraft?
I'm gonna be staring at the happy tree friend. And
No, not happy tree friends. Oh,
I
that
wanted
cartoon.
her to
even
leave.
you're scared?
she floats down and grabs Lydia by her sleeve, and she's like trying to pull you towards the portal.
We can't leave with the rest of the crew. We need.
She's like desperately trying to pull you.
Mirra. What do we do?
You said my
Yell
name.
power
That's
of
not my name.
friendship?
Okay. So can I make Quip smaller?
Yes.
Okay. So I put him underneath of
Oh,
somebody.
I mean, right now, no.
Oh. Put him underneath someone and make him big again. Okay.
And no matter how hard we pull, like if I try to pull Breya's arm, she's not budging.
Like the heaviest stone you've ever come across. Like it doesn't even. There's like no movement at all. Like it's like trying to push a iron statue.
I'm gonna look at the little girl and say, "What about them? What do we do? Help us now. I know you can do something."
She gets a determined face, and she flies in the direction of the darkness that's coming towards you all.
Did you just kill my tree friend?
I didn't expect her to do
If
that.
you
When I
killed
expressly told my
Mary
tree friend I
again?
wanted her to leave if she could.
Okay.
That's a fun
This
sound.
is not copyrighted if you guys want to play it.
I
think
don't
you're
like
lying.
that it's called Faceless Beast.
I think you're lying, but I will play it.
It's spooky.
Lucia, what do you think?
I'm gonna run over by Merrily, because I'm still gonna call her
Save
Merrily.
yourself.
And I'm gonna be like, we're not prisoners! Stop! Let them move, please! What else do I got?
Oh God.
What else do I got?
I was like, I can't hear anything from Skinny
Tell-
Bart, and then all of a sudden, just like, you're deaf, dude.
Tell the wall that Groot is the one the wall really wants. And the others are innocent.
All
Who the
of a
fuck are
sudden,
you?
Oh.
that darkness just forms, and this person walks out of it.
Oh shit.
Give kind of a
They're
dwarf
real
being
big.
made in Mordor kind of vibe. Oh,
Oh.
god.
I don't know.
Right now, it's just
That's
this.
a big boy.
It's this
Sorry.
outline. Everything within the outline is just pure darkness, but it has this almost cloaked appearance.
Hello, darkness, my old
That's a big
friend.
boy. He's thick.
Much
For-
fear.
For Mirra and Dagger, damn it, I said it again. For Ears and Dagger,
You're allowed to use their names. You're the
I
GM.
know, but I don't want to screw you up by saying.
You know what? Just do it that way. We're out of here as soon as we can anyway.
But
But we're still gonna be in the material or the astral plane, so we want to not use names still.
he basically stops in front of the tree spirit.
He's a god eater.
What a
He's
good
why
anime.
there's no gods.
And you hear him start to speak.
Is this everybody or just them two?
Just these two hear it. See? You tried so hard, little tree.
Got so far.
And in the end, it didn't even matter.
But they ended up here anyway. You see him raise his hand.
Did you plan that, Josh?
Say what?
The
Did you
music
plan-
timed
the-
very
the
weirdly
music
with you
with
raising
with the
your
way
hand.
you said that was like perfectly timed. Like,
I was timing it with the music.
He has cue cards set up.
Rehearsed this.
He's
So
got
you
cue
can
cards set up.
You
guys
can
are
ask.
just in the background holding them.
You can
Jenny, how many times
actually-
in the bathroom do you hear creepy speeches coming out with ominous Latin music out of
A
nowhere?
lot.
It's kind of like creepy when he starts like singing in a weird monotone voice to himself when he's like playing shit in his head, and I was like, that's fucking creepy. I was like, you stop that. There's demons haunting my house. Like, get out of here.
But you can ask.
I never
Pinky.
thought of that, but that's beautiful.
it's creepy. I'm like walking by and I hear. I'm like, the f is happening? This one.
You can ask Pedi and Robyn. Like I do this a lot, but he makes this gesture, and the tree spirit is like flung upwards and diagonally, and now she's like hanging upside down. She seems to not be able to move.
My tree friend.
Pre-friend just got yoided.
I
Just got
told her to
yoided.
leave.
Why does this keep
Look at the
kicking me
bright
out?
side. You don't realize it's happening right now.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be real sad.
Which
I go in front of him, and I
fucking
put up my
Mirra.
arms. Don't take me. Hey, you leave us alone.
you're the one I'm looking
No, no.
Go away, meanie.
Am I a meaner?
Imagine if the bad guy just went, okay.
Okay.
Mirra. The video, bonk him in the head and say, quit that.
Stop that. Bad.
for. Are you actually trying to hit him?
No, violence is not the answer until we've talked things out.
You're really mean.
Oh. That was a cute movie.
All of a sudden, his form starts to get color, and all the black starts to recede and take shape. And immediately, both of you recognize this individual from the nightmare of when Valona was burning to the ground.
Actually, I wasn't there, was I?
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
yeah,
you
Lydia.
weren't. Sorry. I
Only
keep
Mirra would
forgetting you were
remember.
left- I keep forgetting you were left behind.
Yeah, I would remember if I was conscious,
Well,
but I'm
Mirra
not.
was there, and Mirra
Yes.
does remember. Can you see him? He puts his hand slowly behind his back, and he bends forward down to meet your face. And you can actually see his eye looking at you through the eye hole. You're the one. Bearer of the orb.
I don't know what to talk about.
There's no need to deny it. I can tell that you have it. Mhm.
You need to run into that portal so he does not get that orb.
Well, he's
You
right in front of my
see-
face, so I was hoping Lydia would run into the portal, but
You see the tree spirit like really struggling to break free, and she can't.
You really gotta go.
yeah, I don't think it was the best idea for me to.
All of a sudden, you're restrained and brought up into the air.
Oh.
Anyone got a plot point so Mirra can escape?
I'm sorry, Lucy. I want to run up and try to
I
do
do
something
ha-
to distract him.
I'm pretty sure I
Now,
still have my plot point.
I'm gonna let me make sure everything in your character's body is screaming.
No,
Don't
run.
notice me. Don't move.
You're right.
I will let you, but there's a reason your body is doing that. Are you
Yeah.
okay with whatever happens if your character runs up?
You know, it's a lot of consequences here. Hold on.
Can I break free and run up to him? I'll do it.
Josh, I slid into your DMs again.
Is that what that spell was?
Let Breya free. Breya will go stab him.
We should just call Shrike Astroglide.
Oh,
I don't like it.
So right now, everybody is frozen in time, but Mirra and Lydia.
Yeah.
leave them alone.
I'm not interested in them.
Well, good. Let them go.
You're making an awful lot of demands for somebody that has no room to make it.
Please?
This place belongs to me. You're in my world.
I'm sorry, I don't think we've met before. Hi, you can call me Ears.
No, maybe not this time we haven't met.
Huh?
I tell you,
Are you talking about the nightmare? Like when you were like burning Valona and opening portals with thingies that eat everything.
I tell you what. This is not very. Let's play a game.
Oh, he's the god of games.
Fuck, I hate games.
Oh.
The last
play.
God of Games was actually fun. We threw eggs at each other. This one sucks.
You're released and you go to the ground and
Ow!
regain your composure. And you see her like get released, and she immediately does exactly what you did. She flies in the front and puts her arms out.
You guys are better than me.
Not to be repetitive, but Mirra, you need to run to the portal.
He's getting.
If he gets that orb, Valona's screwed.
He goes, let's make a wager. He leans down again. I'm going to give you all the information you need to know. And in the end, you'll end up right back here, letting me free.
Huh?
Don't think about it too hard. Just know that my name is Sirik.
I'm sorry. Say that again. Hang on. Hey, no,
Could
say
you like write that
Like the
down and like
pen.
spell it phonetically for me?
Could you
Can
spell
s-
that?
Can,
Give me
can you
that.
cast skywriting or whatever it's called? You know.
Can you guess skywrite? Oh my god.
Ah.
And just make sure you tell all your friends here what I've told you.
Oh, okay, but
That's the only deal we need to make. You tell them what we talked about, and I'll let you all go.
okay, Sirik. I mean, I'm not really understanding, but that's not really my thing. So,
That's not my
you
thing.
know, um, can you let them like move? Because this is really mean. If you would have been nice, I have tea. Like we could have had tea, but instead you
No.
were all, oh, I'm gonna freeze everybody. That was rude.
Not He looks. You see his glance look at Bob, and then he looks back at you, and he goes,
He's
"I look
scared.
forward to all of us meeting together again."
Oh.
I have
Okay,
to ask
you're
again.
not
Is
so
it actually
bad.
Bob or is she talking about Quip? Or is this still Bob?
He looked at the bag.
Okay, got you.
Oh well, see, if you were a little nicer,
He's
I feel
already
like
walking away.
we could have had a nice conversation. Okay, Sirik, I'll bring cookies next time. I'm out. I'm sorry, but
Turns around, I'm going for the portal.
have a good day.
And he says, "Till next time."
Okay.
And he just fades away into like dark particles.
Did he not say he would tell you everything and then just didn't?
He said he would tell her everything she needed to know.
Yeah, he said
Which-
nothing.
No, he said his name, and that we
He
would be back.
said he said his name, and he
And that-
said that eventually you will come here willingly and let him free of your own accord.
I couldn't
Probs.
spell his name if my life depended on it, but
But suddenly, everything goes back to normal, and everybody just starts running for the portal.
And I'm just
That
standing
was a hell
there.
of a lag spike.
I'm just standing there
let's
staring.
go,
at
everybody.
Groot
The
this
portal's
whole-
straight
But
ahead.
for a
Sirik
couple of
is a
you-
hoe.
For a couple
Look
of
at that
you,
thigh.
Oh, that's
Oh,
hot.
for a couple of you who were like paying attention, you see Lydia was right like with you, and now all of a sudden she's climbing the thing. She got like just you blinked, and all of a sudden she's like a mile ahead of everybody.
We gotta go before that thing gets here.
Man, she's fast.
Okay, yeah, let's go.
Lydia, are you jumping through first?
Yes.
All right.
Is Merrily with us?
Everybody else jumping through?
Yes.
I'm checking to make sure Elvie's still with me, and then I'm going.
She's still there.
Where's my tree friend?
Is Umbra still hiding out in my cloak and stuff?
Breya, are you stopping for Tree Friend?
Yeah, where's my tree friend?
Did we even see her?
I've been seeing her this whole time.
You turn around, you see your Tree Friend with Mirra all the way back there.
I had to make a face. I'm like, come on, we gotta go.
Oh,
Researcher jumps through.
okay, okay. And come on. And I'll go. I'll run
Groot
fast.
is just
Run fast.
Yep,
Very
going
confused.
through.
Very confused.
Everybody else going through?
Run fast.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I'll be the last. Well, wait. How do we know this thing's gonna close?
It always closed last time, so we just gotta guess and hope.
Assumption.
Are
And
we
pray.
sure? Do we want to leave something like this open?
I don't think we have a choice. We need to just go.
We need to get out of this zone before it affects us.
I can.
Whatever that thing that Groot summoned is gonna be here soon.
Yeah, but if this portal's open, they can just go through it.
By the
Anybody else
powers
jumping through?
and praise of Morden and Miss Gaia lady and our new tree friend and like all the other gods and
Isn't
stuff.
tree
Please
friend
let
Gaia
this
lady? Are they the
close.
same?
Sort of. No, she's like a demigod. Please let this close behind us. Okay, everyone in. The end.
I don't know if that's gonna work.
That's gonna work. Everyone in.
Who's jumping in now and who's still not jumping in?
I jump.
Well,
With Quip.
I'm waiting
Groot is
for
gone.
tree friend to be back with me, and then I'll jump in.
I jump.
Groot has jumped in.
I jump.
Mirra
I'm waiting
has
for
jumped
Starlight
in,
to make her decision. Are we jumping through or not? Because
I'm gonna walk over to cards and I'm gonna pass over Elvie. You guys get through.
I'm gonna say no. The last time we split up, you almost ended yourself. You ain't going through that portal by
Somebody
yourself.
needs to make sure this portal's closed.
Aurora?
Well, then can you type in a self-destruct sequence like you did in the
Where's the science
console
lady?
above? She's
jumped
already
in.
jumped through.
through.
Did the science lady go through?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, she went.
Okay.
Can you do another explosion like you did last time, like a
I don't
timed
know.
one?
I don't think it's gone. There's
Is
no
Aurora
power.
staying or is she jumping in?
No, Aurora's jumping in. Jesus.
Jumping in.
Jesus? No, we
Is,
prayed
is
around
tree
for
friend
Jesus
back
round
with
here.
me?
She's still here. She hasn't left. Let me put her where she actually is.
Okay, I'm gonna follow her. What's her proper name? I don't want to just call her tree friend.
Groot that.
We can call
She
it
can't
tree,
talk.
tree spirit, Gaia? No. Question mark.
Well, I know what her name used to be. Both of them.
Are you jumping in the portal, Breya?
Yeah. What's her proper name? I'll look at her and say, I don't want to keep calling you tree friend. What's your name?
Merrily
Laugh, it's
can't
actually tree
talk.
friend.
She doesn't reply. But it looks like she wanted to, but she didn't.
Okay, well, you'll be tree friend for now.
Congratulations.
Okay, I'm gonna look at this portal. Does it look like it's staying open? Does it look like it's?
I mean, it looks like it's staying open for as long as it's staying open.
So there's nothing keeping it closed, or there's nothing. At least it has no signs that it will close soon or anything of the sort.
It's possible we could shut it off on the other end.
Maybe. But is
Could
that a
just
chance
go
we want to take?
through.
Well, something bad's coming.
I know, but if it's coming, it could go through that portal either way.
I don't know. I think it's worth risk jumping through and hoping that it shuts behind us, or we can shut it off there.
Okay. All right, let's go.
All right, going through the portal.
Are we going through?
Going through.
All right.
Praising the raptor Jesus that he appears in and just types in the magic code.
I
Closing
don't know if I want to
TaleSpire.
go through. I want to just shove him with Elvie and then just stay behind. But I don't know if that's the right call. That's a thought that's in my head.
Up to you.
Think fast.
No, I'm gonna go through.
All right.
I say, if you don't go through, you're leaving Elvie with the likes of Groot.
Oh,
No, I
jeez.
left her with cards.
Yeah, which also includes Groot.
So you went through a white portal, huh?
Yep.
You come out into a green field. Above is the sunshine. Sun
In the
has a
middle of a
smalling face
snowstorm.
on it.
Middle of a
So-
snowstorm.
Oh,
You
because
said
it's
it was
white.
a white portal guaranteeing level 7, actually, is what you said.
Well,
Oh, it's the level portal. Oh, that's cool.
on the next long rest,
Oh my
you
god.
will be level 7.
Hey!
God.
Don't say yay, we've still never found a place to long rest at.
That's
See,
very
the,
true.
the
happen.
hidden
can
statement
happen.
after
That's
that
on
was
the
you
next-
guys are never resting again.
On the next long rest, you guys will be level 7.
I
But you
do have
can
a
Great.
question.
5 sessions later.
Josh, I have a actually like semi-important question here.
Okay.
is it possible for us to get level 8 before that long rest happens? In theory. So like instead of going
I'm
to
not
level
going to
7.
say that it's impossible, but it's highly improbable.
So we just go without taking a rest.
We'd have to
That's
go
fine.
do a lot of doody doing to be.
As I'd say,
I mean,
you'd
upgraded
most
a whole
likely
level.
have to goof around for a long time rather
I mean,
than.
if we get bad
Hold
luck
on.
on portal,
Oh, did you
then-
say you closed TaleSpire, Josh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I will close this then.
Thank
So,
you, cards.
What are we up to now?
Gotcha.
Dagger,
Yes.
when you finally start to feel, per se, everything's blurry, the ringing in your ears, you hate this part. It's the worst part of going through these portals, is the I guess warp sickness is what you could call it. As everything starts to come to, it's completely dark.
Can I see my hands?
No.
I mean, you can feel like it's one of those things like when you're sitting in the dark and you can move your hands like this and wiggle them, whatever. It's like you can tell they're there. You can maybe kind of sort of see them, but you can't see them.
I'm blind! I've got
Quick,
blind!
open your eyes, just in case.
All of a sudden, you hear and somebody hits you in the back.
Who is it? Hello?
You hear the reach of the Ela. Oh. And then another person. And then another person.
I'm gonna start rolling.
Roll up. Roll to safety.
After not too many seconds pass by, you guys are all kind of in a pile.
Can we see?
Maybe after about 60 seconds.
I'm blind! I've got blind!
Is your eyes closed or? Oh no, I'm blind.
Ah!
Groot, are you here?
I do
I'm
have dark vision.
somewhere.
Can I see or no?
Anybody who can see in the dark can see.
Okay.
Oh, I can see.
I start.
I'm still blind.
Lydia! Oh wait, no, not person. That's not. That person isn't here. They don't exist right now. Daggers, daggers.
Everybody but Ardent is here.
Daggers.
So
Do you have your lantern? I'm gonna light their lantern.
Want you to know that I'm causing problems in general chat for you.
We
I
see
can
this.
see
You're
this.
asking to die. It's not his fault. We get nowhere in the story.
You remember that wyvern that was kind of like low-key kicking her ass? It's back and it brought friends.
But for the bunch of you that can see in the dark,
I can see clearly.
you're kind of looking around, and you guys seem to be. Well, it's not entirely. There seem to be a lot of contraptions and stuff. Like, if you were to take a guess, Yuelia, give me an intelligence check.
Do my goggles of night work in this darkness?
Yes,
That's a shitty
they
roll.
work.
That's a 12.
So, I mean, you're not entirely sure, but off the top of your head, this kind of looks like a storage shed.
I'm gonna pull out my hooded lantern now and
I
try to
light it for
dark.
Can
her.
I, in
Okay.
my dark vision here, can I see a door?
Yes, you can.
I'm gonna open the door.
Just like normal, you just
It-
walk up to it and turn the handle
Like
No,
a
it's-
regular person?
like a
It
regular
looks like
person.
the handles are like long bars.
Remember, I can see in the dark, so I'm assuming my guy would be smart enough to know how to attempt to open a door.
Yeah, it looks like something
Theory.
you push open, but it gives way just a tiny bit before resistance. Like
I'm gonna find Aurora in the darkness, and I'm
Ooh.
gonna guide her to the door and be like, "Open this bullshit."
What?
Falcon punch.
What?
Aurora
Are you telling me to punch?
fist punch.
Break.
Break? Say no more. We're breaking the door.
Eldritch punch.
Shoulder barge.
It's a full metal door. You forgot to mention
Wait, can we long rest in the shed?
that. I was thinking maybe.
You
know.
can't long rest in the astral plane.
You said certain places we could. I was checking if
Yeah.
the shed counted.
This particular tool
Or like
shed in the
certain
middle
realms.
of nowhere.
I'm
It's
just
more like certain
letting you know
realms.
you could sit here for 8 hours and nothing might happen.
I think we
Were
would know when
we-
we start to find other people in here.
The real question is, were we teleporting for more than an hour?
I do not believe so, no.
Damn it, no.
Your powers
no.
have not come back, so it'd be easy to surmise it was not for an hour.
Is that League of Legends I see?
Yeah. Oh, what's your summoner name?
Me?
Yeah.
Jesus, what are you doing?
I told
Stop.
you that me and Jenny play.
It is here, I'll put it in general.
I was told you play, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna add him.
So Aurora's
It
punching
is
the
something
door.
I've had since I
The
was
Aurora's
little.
barging
So-
the door.
We
Oh,
are
Oh,
trying
okay.
to get
Give
Aurora
me
to
a
open a
strength
door.
check, Aurora. Or fist.
Same.
That's the same name. Okay.
Listen,
What
I'm trying to
name
get
was
out
it?
this
There's an
fucking
extra
session
O in there.
today.
What was
That
that?
was a strength save.
It was a
That
Hang
nine.
on, guys.
Oh, you're right. That was a strength save. I lied.
If it's
Or
a
wait,
s-
did you use D&D Beyond?
Yeah.
is it a save?
If you
No.
use D&D Beyond, just let me know so I can just...
He did a save, not a check.
You go running into the doors, they give way a little bit, giving like a little crack, and like a whole bunch of light comes in before the door kind of goes back to being shut.
Ah,
Again.
what are you all doing? What's going on? Describe it to me in detail.
9. What the
You
fuck?
slam into it again, it cracks open just a bit, and this time you kind of hear a little bit of music
Oh.
before it shuts as well.
Fists, we've
I
missed
am
you.
going to
Drop
Eldritch
kick.
blast the door.
At
Are
the
you
same time.
attacking the door now instead of trying
Yes.
to break? Okay, make
I
an
am
attack roll.
Eldritch blasting the door.
You know, the last time that you shot
19.
Eldritch Blast at an inanimate object, it didn't end well for us. Or
It did
you.
not.
Right.
Freya's gonna lay down and go to sleep for 8 hours.
Fire off an Eldritch Blast, and it shoots a hole straight where it lands. And then
I
Aurora,
put 2, so now there's 2 holes.
Aurora winds back, and she slams her fist into the door. Give me a damage roll.
Don't shoot through it. What if there's people?
All of a sudden,
11.
you hear on the other side someone screaming,
Never
"No, my baby!" Someone shot the groom! Oh my god!
My god.
Murder
So,
shed.
as the doors blast open, you see this city lit up by like lights and like neon colors everywhere, and there's these like lights shining into the sky, like lighting up the clouds.
Oh, my
And you
Eldritch blast
just-
wasn't noticeable then.
You see this like gigantic building right nearby, and there's just all sorts of people like coming and going. For the people out of character, it kind of looks like
Hotel.
a really big football arena, maybe from the outside.
Are we talking American football or football?
American football, yes.
How
Oh.
very
Technically-
dare you? Okay.
What would you? There's another word for it.
Stadium.
Yes, it looks like a stadium, a really large stadium from the
Oh
outside.
shit,
out
it's
of
Pokemon
character.
battles. Let's go.
I mean,
it
half
feels
of
like
us
a
have
Pokemon
animals
battle.
floating us around with us. We might as well.
Yuelia, I choose you.
Gladiator ring.
But you guys are just overwhelmed by all the signs and people laughing and cheering, and you hear like the crowd roaring from
I
inside this
feel so
building.
bad for
and
Mirra right
literally-
now.
There is lights everywhere.
You-
Like the whole world here is like lit up by all sorts of different lights of neon.
You
and
smell that
flavors.
smell? That's the smell of entertainment!
Oh,
Did we straight up end up in Pokemon World? Like, is that really where we are?
I don't know, but we'll
Quick,
find out
we need
soon
to find
enough.
a shop.
Let's go.
I need to get some flour and bake
I-
some cookies, and we need to get some more
no,
tea.
No,
And
no. We are going to find a place to rest and chill, and
Okay,
Hey,
so
I'm just
this
saying, if
might
we
be-
find out that there's like competition that we can enter to fight in, I say we do it.
I'm on board, but I think we should
You
rest
know-
up. I think this might be a resting zone.
if
maybe,
we're in a
judging by all the people
city,
here.
there could be a chance for a place to rest. I
Let's
think we
go.
should go into town and find a tavern of some sort.
Is there
Let's go.
anyone walking
Someone would
near
know.
us?
There are tons of people walking near you
I
guys.
am gonna grab one of them and
Shrike!
be like,
Cool.
"Where are we?"
Cool.
Shrike, no grabbing, no. Unite.
So this person has very, I guess you could say, well, make a nature check really quick for me.
Oh boy, I am so good at these.
I
That's
don't
a
think
10.
any of us are good at
You did it.
I'm good at nature.
Yeah, I was about to say, Yuelia, you're good at nature, right?
Do it.
Go ahead.
Do it better.
Proficient in nature.
I have a
got
plus
a flat
1.
10. Like I got no bonuses. I got a 10.
Well,
Okay,
hey,
never
you
mind.
got
I'm not good at
average.
nature. That's a 2 with a plus 7. so
You
it's
know
a
what?
9.
Let's let this plus
I'm
1
not having
rock
a good
it.
day, guys. I
Does a
Does
15?
fucking drop.
15. So basically, Shrike just grabs this one person, and then they're startled. They go turn to look at you. They have very simian-looking features, like their arms are longer, fur is covering their entire arms and most of their face,
We're on the planet
And
of the
they're
apes.
and they're just staring at you like their jaw drop, like, "Can I help you?" And it's in common.
I
I'm gonna
run up.
step up. I'm
Shrike!
sorry, my friend. I'm sorry. He gets a little
I'm
excited.
gonna ask,
I'm
where
smacking
are
Could
his
you
we?
tell me
hand.
where we are, my friend?
Oh, are you guys new here? And he kind of just slightly pushes off Shrike's hand.
Yes, we're travelers, and we've gotten a little bit lost on our way. Could you tell us where we're at, perhaps?
Just make a general charisma check for me.
General charisma
Yeah,
check.
so instead of clicking, like, you just click.
I would click on the stat itself, right?
Yes.
A 9.
So he goes, well, yeah, a lot of people travel here. This is the arena.
I see. Where would you say the best place to stay was? You look like you wouldn't know best places to stay.
I mean, it depends, I guess, on how wealthy you are, but there's all. I mean, this is a tourist attraction, really. People come here from all over the multiverse.
Perhaps a place that may serve some food and possibly something to drink. Do you have any recommendations?
Like, again, it depends on how much you're willing to trade.
I'm gonna pull out a gold coin and be like, point us to the best.
Is that some kind of currency?
Yeah, they. I'm pretty sure they don't use coins here.
It happens. It's okay. It happens a lot, but they don't do currencies here. They trade in magical items.
I see.
I'm basically a magical item.
I wonder how much we can get him.
How much can we get for Shrike?
I mean, there might be.
We
yeah,
don't
there might be
use real
some
names
people-
here.
There might be some people who trade in currencies of different kinds, but most people prefer trading things or services.
I see.
All right.
Point us to the closest one, and we'll be
Yeah.
on
I
our way.
say we set up a booth and we advertise people meeting a tree man.
He basically stretches his arm and points out behind you, and to anybody who turns around, you just see, like, and the best way out of character to explain it is, like, think of, like, the Las Vegas Strip,
Ugh.
but you turn around and there's just this, like, long road with all these high buildings on both sides, and it looks like there's food and places to stay, people performing, just all sorts of.
My
It's
kind of
very
people here.
overwhelming to the senses what's going on.
Of course.
I-
Thank you.
I
Thank you
vote
very
we
much,
go
sir. Our
offer-
apologies for bothering you.
He gives like a wave and walks off.
Let's go find someone who's willing to let us stay, and we'll fight for them in the arena for like a week or something.
What? I don't want to fight.
Let's just see what they have to offer us and what we
Yeah,
can do
let's
for them.
see.
Okay?
Yeah, we might be able to find someone who's willing to take our form of currency, or at least where we can exchange it for whatever they may use here.
I'd rather
Right.
Or
not
like a
use up
place
some
to
of our stuff.
rest.
Come on,
Exactly. I'd
guys.
rather
We'll
not
find
use up
one.
some of our stuff unless there's things that people have lying around that they want to just get rid of. But
I
I-
have a couple things that I could trade actually.
Are they magic though? Like I left that fancy flaming sword on the ship.
I have a flame axe.
And you have that one javelin that we found in that
And I
place.
have the javelin.
But she likes
So we-
that javelin.
I like the javelin, but if we need it to, stay somewhere, I'll give it to
I
someone.
have a couple of scrolls I can.
I actually have a
probably
suit of
use.
armor on me that I'm not wearing that's magical that we might be able to get something out of.
Okay.
Well, either way,
let's-
first step is
let's
find
see-
the place.
Yeah,
Yes.
let's see if we can
I'll
get away with
definitely get
gold
rid of the
first.
flame axe.
Well, let's try and get away with gold first before
Okay.
resulting in magic items.
Alright, so I guess
I want
we're gonna go to one of these shops and see what we can do about getting what we need to be able to find a place to stay.
Yep.
Besides,
I'll start walking down the strip.
if you guys
How
remember,
do we have gold with us if wouldn't gold be on our bodies in the real world?
Would
but
our
this-
weapons be on our bodies in the real world?
My
Fair.
weapons are always on my body.
Magic.
Magic.
but if you guys remember in the Nexus, we could sacrifice magic items to enhance the forge.
Yeah.
It's true.
So if we can keep a hold of our magic items, then we can
I
enhance
hear
our
the gold
forge,
saucer.
or we can break them down to their elements and use that to craft something else.
We need to upgrade the forge first because there's a lot of stuff it can't do. Like we were
Right,
gonna do so many
so
things.
I'd
yes,
rather
I'd
not get
rather-
rid of magic items here, but if that's what we need to do,
Yeah.
that's what it'll come down to. But yeah. All right, let's find this place.
So we find some place.
I thought I
and
recognized
we
this.
offer
Yeah, the gold saucer.
our services.
Surprised Mikey wasn't the first one to be like, ah!
I'm surprised I beat him.
Oh.
Final Fantasy 14.
Okay, so we try and find a place.
I am probably overwhelmed and I am clinging on to Groot.
I was about to say, this place is probably a nightmare for Mirra's senses.
I'm
Lots of
clinging
lights,
on to Groot.
Lots of loud sounds.
Yeah, pull your hood up over your head and try to. This is.
So,
Hmm.
I need one person, just one, to make an investigation check.
Had it.
Yuelia.
Okay.
I have a one investigation.
Someone-
I call not it.
And does somebody want to help me, or
I'm gonna give.
You have to be
Okay, if
proficient in
Yuelia is
order to help.
making it, I am gonna give Yuelia my talisman.
can I get some help too, Ears?
I'm not.
I believe in you. You can do it. That's a plus
Okay.
4. D4.
I don't think I need it. I mean, I'll take the guidance either way, but it's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay.
I thought he said 30-20. Like, you mean 50 or?
Wait a minute.
Okay. So, after asking around a bit, the people here tend to be pretty friendly, but like, you guys thought that Bologna was pretty, had a lot of different cultures and stuff. Like, there's creatures and beings that you have never seen here. Like, it's unbelievable how diverse this place is. But the first individuals you come across, they kind of direct people. I was like, well, I mean, generally, new people, when they have to kind of work their way to a place to stay, they usually have to do some sort of, what's the word? Menial labor in order to get, because
I nominate Groot.
this place functions off of credits.
I was gonna
And
say
so they
favor,
usually-
wink, wink.
Unless
said
you're
those
willing
people
to go to a
performing.
pawn shop, which is going to basically screw you out of credits because they have to make a living.
Those people performing, are they performing for credits?
Yes, they are.
You know what? As people start kind of asking around, I'm gonna kind of just casually just pull my loot out and just start playing.
You look for a flyer while you're at it.
Give me a performance check.
Breya, when you play like that, Breya actually looks a little worried, and she's like, "Guys, what if we need a permit to street perform?"
22 performance.
That's
Yes,
true.
We'll find out when we get yelled at.
We don't
Yep,
want to
sorry,
break the
guys.
law. Oh no.
So,
Well, we can find a bakery,
is
and
there
I can work
anything
for a
like
bakery.
in particular you're planning to play?
Something energetic. Something kind of
Ragnarok
like
the Red.
something like you would play like to celebrate a victory at the end of a battle or something.
Da, 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 da.
Fair.
Almost like a fanfare. A victory
some kind.
fanfare.
Well, I don't.
Something like that.
My musical. I had the musical background in me is like, well, if you play a fanfare, it'll be over in like a minute. Fanfares aren't necessarily meant to be played for a long time.
Mhm.
But how about? So, what instrument are you using?
I am using my viol.
It's basically a guitar
Yeah,
or a violin.
violin. I am performing like Brooke from One Piece. Yo, just rocking out. Can you feel it in your soul? Yeah.
Is Quip still big?
No, he's small.
No.
I turned him small in the warehouse.
He's small boy.
Small boy.
It's a
under
good
my-
thing because he
He's
would
under my hood.
run on top of everybody.
Right.
She's gonna. Starlight's gonna walk up to you. Can you make him big again?
Are you sure?
Yeah, I think I need a break. After everything,
Oh.
Okay.
if he wouldn't mind carrying me.
Is there enough foot traffic, like
So-
free area? Oh, sorry.
I
You
could
guys are
carry
kinda
you like a
walking around.
backpack.
You guys are kind of walking around talking, and all of a sudden, Karch just pulls out his thing and he's like, and you see him just start, and then you just see him start going to town. Like, it's so quick and intense and fast paced. And all of a sudden, a lot of the people who are just talking, minding their own business, everybody just turns and starts like staring at cars as you guys are just walking down the street as he's playing.
In a good way or a bad way?
As far as it stands, it seems good.
Okay.
You just see kind of people, everybody's just kind of their faces are lighting up and smiling. You see them like pointing at him, and some of them are kind of clapping quietly as he's playing. But what he's playing right now is like super, super impressive.
I'm gonna have LV kind of like fly around him, so she'll have.
Would I be able to swap Umbra for Lux?
Just put on a whole show.
Well, LV is at least gonna show out. It's gonna have some glitter and stuff. Her pixie stuff just kind of follow you around, leave a trail. Not shower you in it, but it'll leave a trail.
You can fly.
Josh,
Yes,
would I be able to switch Umbra out for Lux?
yes.
I'm gonna then cast Major Illusion.
Okay.
And I'm gonna make it look like a whole concert going on with the sounds to go with it.
Okay.
And that is for 10 minutes.
So for 10 minutes, there's like a marching band just following us around
There's a whole concert.
with a
That's pretty
trail of
awesome.
glitter. Just
What did you
so-
roll? 22?
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna add. I'm gonna add 15 to that. And
That's 37.
you get an inspiration, baby.
Yay! I already have it.
You can give somebody else inspiration, Dave.
Give it to
All right,
cards.
Yeah, Cards, do you have inspiration yet?
I do not, sir.
All right, you have it.
Thank
you
you.
started it. Good job.
So did Quip end up doing that or no?
Is there enough space in the walk area for Quip to come out? Okay. So, Yuelia and Groot get rides because Groot has half his speed, and Yuelia's CP.
Okay. Breya?
Yep.
You guys are starting to get like a following of people who are just following you guys, listening.
Okay.
Should we
And people are starting to like kind of clap to it, and a lot of them are starting to kind of like cheer and.
should we
Wait,
stop
Dagger,
somewhere?
Dagger, go around with a bag. Try and collect stuff. Try and collect credits.
Well, I was just
What
about.
do
Can I
credits
take
look
Card's
like?
hat off his head
I don't
and
know.
hold it out for people to put coins in?
What do credits look like?
Unless you resist, Card, your hat gets
No, I know what she's doing. I'm just kind of leaning my head towards her as I'm rocking out.
Yes, baby, you're fine. I hear you.
Just
You're
stop
okay.
somewhere. We'll start a circle.
You're gonna start collecting.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're okay. What did they? Does anyone know what credits look like?
Nope. I've never been
Are you
here
guys
before.
just collecting willingly, or are you talking to the people?
Well, I mean, Cards is playing.
Are we?
So
Are we stop?
whoever's
Can we
just, like-
stop for a bit? Because I want kiddos to come and pet Quip.
Yeah, we can. I mean,
stop.
if they look like they're.
I'll say like donations always help and hold out the hat.
So.
And then we get arrested.
Hey, I said donations, not payment.
Okay. And then we
If
get
we-
arrested for panhandling.
We might.
Here we go.
If
Now
It's not
that,
the worst thing to
Little
be
do you
arrested
know.
for, right?
Little
Now
do you
that,
know, payments are illegal, but asking for donations is illegal.
now that
Oh, sorry.
Shrike has decided to jump in.
Aurora, show off your muscles and your action figure.
I think it destroyed the action figure.
I still have my captain hat, right?
Yeah.
No, Art has the
So
action figure.
if we do stop, I'm going to take a deep sigh and just change my face and then start dancing along, take my hat off, and then like walk up to people and smile and just, suggest that they dump something in the hat. you know?
Okay.
Anybody who's collecting donations, I need a persuasion check.
Okay, hold on. Someone take this hat from me. I have an idea. Someone else collect.
Oh.
I give the hat to someone. And instead, what I do is I start calling out and I'm like, for 5 credits, see if you can pick up my legendary anchor.
Oh,
And I swing it around in the air and then I put it down on the ground.
I'll go around. I'll collect stuff.
We're definitely going to get arrested. Anyway.
We're getting arrested.
While I'm playing, I'm going to
who's
hype
col-
up. That's
Who's
right,
just
folks.
Collecting?
I'll go
I'm
around
expert
collecting. Then.
I did
I'll
perception
go
and
around
persuasion.
collecting on Quip.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm collecting directly for anyone who wants to try to pick up my anchor and just pocketing
Sure.
I
it.
mean, I can collect for the anchor. If
Okay,
you
you can
talk
collect
to
for the
people.
anchor.
So,
I'm
but
talking to
anybody-
people with Quip.
Anybody who's collecting from the crowd from the playing, I need a persuasion roll.
So
Okay.
5. So 14.
Persuasion. Oh, I get a +0. Here we go.
I am an expert at this. Why?
Do they get any bonus from the plane?
For the whole time this is going, Dagger,
Yes.
13 times your 14. That's how many credits.
13 times my 14.
Correct.
Bet.
Write that down, please.
I'm writing it down.
Thank you.
So
Put
we
it in
don't get
chat or
anything.
something.
We don't get like an advantage on our persuasion or anything. Cool.
This is
Natural
the-
1.
Hey, take my inspiration that I was just
Give me
given.
your credits.
No,
Literally
no,
put you
no,
the
no,
same
no.
thing.
Give me your
I have
credits.
my own. I have
I
my
got
own.
a-
Give me your credits.
I got a 14, so that's
You will donate.
sorry. I apologize. I said 13 to you, correct?
13 times my 14, yeah.
Add a 0 at the end of it.
Oh damn.
And
At the end of the
then
total?
Yuelia is, I got a 14, so 140 times your one.
So 140.
Yeah.
So wait, is that 13 like 130 times the 14?
It should be 13, or he rolled a 14. So
Times
it
13.
should be 14 times 130 for
Oh,
Pedi.
Damn.
14 times 130?
Yes.
Okay, hold on.
But you should only have to add a 0 at
1,820.
the end, technically, I think.
Yeah, you're right.
Put however much you earn in the chat so we can all count it up to look for a hotel.
What were you saying about your inspiration cards?
I was saying that I have an inspiration we could use if someone wants to re-roll, like Mikey's one.
That's true.
I have it, but I'm
Wait,
not.
If I
what
were to
was
reroll, I could probably get way better than a 5.
what was the math?
Way better than 14.
Math.
Okay.
I'll give you my inspiration to reroll.
Okay.
What was the math?
I'm
What was
switching
Mikey,
to
take
persuasion
the
with
inspiration because I'd rather use it
have
for
my
this than
my
instead of
own.
us having to use up magical items to get.
Alright,
here we go.
I'll use my own.
I feel Mitchell keeps yelling what was the
Yeah.
math, but I don't know what he's talking about.
Josh.
So we rolled. What were we rolling? What does that translate to?
Oh, the rolls were for people who were collecting.
They were
out
persuasion.
of
Persuasion?
play.
Yeah, persuasion
That's
checks.
more or less the credits that you guys are getting.
I used Shrike's inspiration, and then instead of a 14, got a 27.
So
I got a
Then it's
14.
27 times the 13 or the 14.
well, because Aurora's collecting the money
Right.
from the anchor if anyone tries that.
Yeah, Aurora's trying to get people in a queue.
You Pedi re-rolled yours, right?
Say again?
Pedi re-rolled for a 27?
Yes.
Yeah, I re-rolled my
So it's
14.
27 times 130.
Got it.
3,510.
Yep.
Make sure to post it so we can keep track.
And Mikey rewrote a what?
I re-rolled an 18.
So it's 18 times 140.
Can I show off and try to lift my anchor with a single finger?
25, 20.
Sure.
Yay!
So basically,
Oh no, quit if I sneezed with a
so
ball.
Breya starts
Oh,
yelling out to the crowd, anybody, and you're like swinging around, kind of balance it on one finger. And it's like, let's see how strong anybody really truly is. And then she places it under the ground. It's perfectly capable of being lifted. Let's give it your best shot. Do you say 5 credits a try?
Yeah, 5 credits a try.
So arrested. Thank you, Groot. I appreciate you.
Drop mine so it doesn't confuse anybody.
A ton of people try to lift this anchor, like an absolute ton of people. Eventually, though, a very rough-looking, large individual tries his damnedest to lift this, and he barely starts to lift it off the ground, and then he can't. He has to let go. And he goes, "This is horse shit. You guys are obviously scamming us."
Give him the 5 and double
I'll
it.
give him 10. I'll say you moved it. No one else has done that. So I'll give you your money back plus 5 more.
And then pick
but
it
I'll
up.
show you that I'm
Yeah.
not scamming you, and I will pick it up.
Yeah, but what if it's just magic and that you're the only one that can lift it?
It's definitely not that. It's
Give me
just
a-
very heavy.
Give me a deception roll.
It is
It's
very heavy
definitely
though.
not exactly how you do it.
If you would have
I rolled a 15.
There he goes. I got a little money out of it, but I still think this is bogus, and he walks away.
How many pounds is it, like, without the thing?
It's like 600 pounds if you're not attuned
I
to
need
it.
to go. I need to actually look up how much an anchor like that would weigh. But it's a lot.
How many credits did we get out of the anchor lifting?
That's what I'm rolling for now. Sorry. Oh, not bad. So that's times 5. $113 times 5. Minus 10.
565.
Minus 10.
Minus 10. It's 555.
Hilarious.
Which gives us a grand total
6,585.
585.
We might not want to do this too much longer. We don't want
Yeah.
to draw unnecessary attention.
About 4 hours have passed.
Is Quip getting lots of love and affection?
Yes, he is the literal star for the children.
Did you charge people for their children to ride on Quip's back?
No.
It was not said, unfortunately.
Nope, because Yuelia. Oh, that's right. They got off though. Well, Groot was
Rip.
still up there being all fancy.
No, I was collecting money while I was on Quip.
My helping out with the music died after 10 minutes.
All right,
So
we
for
might
the
want to
last
move
4
along,
hours,
guys.
Let's move
Yeah.
along. Let's.
I think
We don't
perhaps
know if
we
this
should go
kinda
find
stuff
out
is
how much a
legal.
room is going to cost
Yeah, and see.
before we decide if we need to do anything else to earn more.
Yeah.
That's true, but if we do
All-
decide we need to earn more, we should go to a different area.
Yeah.
We
Mhm,
should
agreed.
let
Oh, I like
Lucia
that one
shank
way
some
better.
people if we need
And let's
more.
go to a park and give children rides for free.
Not free.
For free.
We need to eat and find a place to sleep.
Free.
For free. Children can't pay. Children get X
They
a
can
lot
steal their
of
mom's
to
credit.
pay.
They can steal their parents' credit card.
Oh my god, I heard a story about a kid who spent $4,000 on Fortnite on his mom's
Yeah.
credit card. I was like, oh my god.
I
You know
would
what's really
suddenly not be a
fun?
parent anymore.
that kid didn't
I-
survive, right? Like
Here's the thing.
he's gone.
Somebody spent over $1,000 on Apex Legends Mobile. The game died after 10 months.
Oh, that feels so bad.
It's like people who spent like $1 bajillion on Diablo Immortal, and now it's like a dead game more or less.
No,
Just about
don't
to say
talk
League.
about that in terms of League, though, because then I'm one of those suckers.
The League is the most played game in the entire world, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm one of those suckers too. Don't
Still
worry.
one of the top.
Look, I
But
don't
that-
play
the
League
thing
now,
is
but
that-
I've bought my share of skins. So.
It got better though with the loot.
League is nowhere close to being dead, though. It's a difference between spending a crap ton of money and then the game is done, and spending a crap ton of money and it's still there 10 years down the road. Like, oh, my skins are still here.
True.
But
So we're
guys
walking away
spend-
now?
you guys spend a large amount of time
Bye, everybody.
doing this, and the crowd actually kind of disperses itself after a while.
Say goodbye to everyone. Be friendly.
Smile and wave and greet everyone as they leave. Thank you for watching the show.
You actually have some of the other performers like really like congratulate. I was like, wow, that was like super impressive, and then they give Crusix a pat on the back and whatnot.
I'll even give
Aw.
Crusix a pat on the back. That was impressive.
That was amazing. You started all that.
So, who was holding the money? Who has all the money?
I have some inside Crusix's hat.
I have some as well.
Yeah, so
think we should-
Yuelia,
Okay, so it's
Pedi,
still
and Aurora.
split up, right?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
essentially
Yeah.
still split. up.
Okay.
So we're gonna get
I think
robbed,
we
so
should
we need
split-
to like have Quip swallow it or something.
Well, I was gonna say I think we should split it up evenly among everyone, so if someone gets robbed, we don't lose all our money.
Yuelia, I
Yeah.
need you to make a perception check.
Okay.
As he ominously stares at a dice, contemplating what's going to happen next. Roll big.
I already made my rolls. I know what's going to happen next.
Oh no!
Oh,
He's just like the
that's 22.
he's the spider waiting for the
Okay.
fly.
But yeah, I'm gonna
me
suggest out loud that we
catch.
split the money evenly, and so if one person gets robbed,
Don't
we don't lose
talk.
all our money.
Don't
Well,
talk
I was
about
about to
money in
say-
the street. Shush. That is
Yuelia,
so
I'm doing
rude.
this before we leave,
Yuelia,
when we're huddled.
about 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours into the performance, you see that somebody was trying to snatch some of the credits that you were collecting, but when you eyeball them and catch them, they back off, and that's the last that you see them. They kind of just disappear into the crowd.
Elvie, take him out.
What did no? What did they look like? Were they a child? Were they a child that needs to go on a
Commoners
Quip?
only have 4 HP!
Oh
Commoners only have 4 HP!
Target confirmed.
Okay.
Take him down. kill
Out
him.
of party, are we okay with my out of game? Should
Yeah,
we
I'm
split
fine
the
with
money
Because
between everyone?
we're gonna use it together when we get
Question,
whatever anyway.
what
I
are
think that's a
these?
good
The
idea.
What
idea
do
is
they
we're
look
carrying
like?
it.
Wait,
What?
What do they look like?
Yes.
What do the credits look like?
Yeah.
Yes,
Are
like
they
what
coin? Are
is
they
this?
paper?
actually, why don't you just give them to me? I'll put them in my bag of holding.
That's true.
But if you get robbed and your bag of holding is robbed, then all our money's gone.
I don't think they can take it because this bag of holding is different.
Can it not be detached from
She
you?
made it.
So,
Technically can be, but it will essentially stop being a bag
this
of holding.
is. They don't have these images on them, but they look like this. They have a silver inside and a gold outside. Hang on.
I mean, if Starlight thinks they have a
Okay,
safe
they're
place to
coins.
put it, then I'm okay with. Oh,
Yeah, as long as your
those.
bag, as long as someone can't steal it from you.
I mean, they can't dig into the bag and find it.
They-
Basically,
They
I'm worried
Okay.
about them taking the whole bag.
they
I
absolutely
would feel that.
feel 100% lighter than a gold coin does.
Put
What
them
if
in your
he
boobs.
gave?
They're
What if he
tokens.
gave the
Silver.
bag to
He has
you,
none.
Breya?
No, put them in your boobs.
I
People
have high
can't steal from your boobs. You would feel it.
I have high perception. I can put it in my boobs.
Okay,
Well,
you put it in
you
your
have high
boobs.
perception, but right now it's a lot.
Oh, that's
so
true.
I don't
You're
know.
really sensory overloaded.
Yeah, I am.
It's fine.
I say
I
we
would
keep
feel.
it on Starlight, but Starlight puts her bag in her boobs. Ain't no way she won't
He's
feel
gonna,
that.
He's gonna look down and like, yeah, they're okay.
Hey, Breya, there's a slight issue with that plan.
I meant more in the idea that
She is small. She is also small.
What
Put
if
it
she
somewhere-
gave it to Breya, gave the bag to Breya, who's like the strongest to hold a bag?
I think it would stop functioning as a bag of
Oh,
holding.
I
I'm
gotcha.
just saying, put it somewhere where you will 100% feel it if someone touches you there.
Okay.
Oh, I have an idea.
I can do that.
What
Put
if?
it where the sun don't shine.
What if we do the opposite of what
The
I'm
left
doing?
foot?
We take Bob and you put Bob on over your other backpack.
That would destroy both of them and
Yes,
put us
and
exactly.
That's
create
not
a
putting a
black hole.
No, that's not. I'm not putting one inside the other. I'm saying you have your backpack on and you put the second backpack on so it's like smushing each other.
So they only see Bob, not
Wait,
the other bag.
Yes.
Yeah, why don't you just hang Bob from your bag?
Because
That way no one wants to come near you.
yeah, he's hanging on my bag right now.
You know what? That's fair. People already technically know what Bob is.
Exactly.
say,
If
you
they
know what?
look, they're gonna be like, "Fuck no."
Anybody who looks at Bob is like, oh,
Knows what Bob
But
is.
I also don't want to take the chance that Bob is just going to start growing tentacles and start taking my
He's
So-
very upset right now. Okay, he's not gonna
yeah,
do
maybe,
anything.
you know what?
He's
No,
very
I'll stick with Breya's idea. And
No,
just,
he's not gonna do anything. He's scared and upset. He just needs he just needs us not to mess with them. So if we just put him on somewhere and just leave him there, he'll be fine.
Remember what
Okay.
happened the last time Bob was upset? He summoned a moose and almost trampled me.
Well, he also like stoned my arm.
You
and
know
I had a
what? I'm
cool
gonna
karate
ask
chop
Bob.
for a while.
You doing okay, buddy?
Is he conscious again? Moose! Moose! Moose.
so Cards asked the question,
Yeah, it was cards.
and nothing seems to particularly happen.
Nope.
And then
No.
you see the flap of Bob go,
Uh-oh.
and then all of a sudden the flap flies open, and a freaking goose just flies through Card's face.
Bob, are you doing, buddy? You want to say something? What's that? Is that? Oh God, no!
And with
Yeah,
just
Bob-
a couple of honks, the goose breaks free and just like runs off into the darkness.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna.
Mirra, I think you need to keep Bob
I'm gonna
with you.
stand
He's
up and
most
compose
calm with
myself and
you.
say, I don't think Bob's doing okay.
Yeah, I need to have a little talk with them. But
At least
right
it was
See
just
a
a
couple of
goose.
feathers
I-
still kind of
I
like,
really feel like Bob in that moment was like, am I okay?
I'm gonna collect
Seriously?
those feathers. I'm gonna collect those feathers.
oh, okay. You collect three goose feathers. Three
Okay.
goose
I can make
down
quills out of them.
feathers.
I can make quills out of them.
Alright, let's go. Okay.
Let us go
So,
find us.
To be clear, the money's in the bag of holding, and Yuelia has it somewhere where Yuelia will 100% feel it if someone tries to touch them.
Well, and we need to make
Let's
sure
travel in
Yuelia-
a circle with her in the center.
Yuelia's on Quip, so we need to make sure someone's
Yes.
walking behind Quip.
I
So-
will bodyguard Quip.
Yeah, because no one, I mean, no one's gonna try and get on to Quip, but just in case they run up from behind or something.
If Quip is still big, nobody is going to mess with Quip.
I'm gonna put the money in, and I'm gonna actually take a peek inside. Is the flask still in there?
Is he alive?
The golem.
The magic
The-
flask
the
golem.
flask golem.
He's
Okay.
still in there.
Okay.
He just
He
chilling.
looks
Does he
like he's
wave
doing
a little
okay.
leg?
He doesn't look like
I
he's
mean-
frantic or anything.
When you open you see it look up. It doesn't have the face or the arms. It just has the little feet.
Just okay.
But you can just the way it moves, you can tell it's kind of like. And it's
Okay.
just looking up at you like,
Yes.
yes.
Okay. Well.
Did you ring?
All right. Maybe I'll get someone to draw a face on you at some point. Anyway.
Get little googly eyes and put it on him.
That's what I was hoping for. That you guys
I will get there, but we need to chill first. We need to get there. Don't worry. You'll get your chance. You'll get your chance. I know you're waiting on it. You'll get your chance. We just need to get to a safe spot.
I
yeah,
just need
let's.
somebody to take the picture that I posted and then Photoshop 2 googly eyes onto it.
Breya, that's all you.
Breya, use your drawing skills.
What do you need drawn?
We need googly eyes on the golem potion.
Or you can take the picture I put of the golem, or draw the same golem but no face, no arms, and then put
just
two
legs.
googly eyes on it.
Googly eyes.
Hold on.
I'll post a picture of the golem.
Yes.
I was gonna say, where's this golem?
You gotta
Hang on.
scroll, so it's
Is
better.
the
like
golem
super
made
loud.
out of rocks by any chance?
Nope.
No,
It's,
not this one.
Damn it, because I actually have a rock with googly eyes right in front of me.
That's
Nope, but it's
right.
this.
So this,
Aww.
but no arm nubs and no face.
See?
But then,
And we need to add googly eyes.
add googly eyes.
Yes. Yes.
I was at a painting rock day and this is what I made.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, I am the rock, you
Who's-
see.
Who had the rock with the face? Pedi, was that you? That I made you the Pringles man rock
in the previous campaign,
in the previous campaign?
yeah, he had Rock the Ancient.
Yeah, the talking rock. He was all.
But he was the only person that could hear it.
Yes. Yes.
That's called insanity, I think.
So,
Mitchell just had a rock that never frickin' missed. And he wasn't even the one that threw rocks all the time. My
He was
character
more-
was known for throwing rocks at
The
shit.
funny thing is that he had a rock that never missed, but he'd rather throw potatoes at people.
Yeah, me. Thanks.
Could we potentially work on getting to somewhere to stay?
Yes,
So we can long rest
apologies.
and get level 7?
I mean, there's places all around. So the question now is,
How do
Let's
we
look
find...
for a place
This
that's
is-
not
this
the
is what's gonna-
shadiest,
this
but
is
not
what's
the
gonna
most
affect-
expensive.
I was about to say, this is what's going to affect the future. Is how much of your credits are you willing to spend for all of you to?
Well, we need to look at ranges, I guess.
Yeah, like we're not even sure what.
I agree with Shrike. Do we have enough to do one that's not like, oh my god, there's cockroaches? Like one or
I
two
was about to
levels
say-
above cockroaches.
Yeah, okay, hold on. Also, can we find one that just has a communal room that we can all kind of sleep in?
I would prefer
Like, I think
that.
it'll be cheaper than, and
a
also we can
hostel?
keep each other safe.
Bunk beds. A
Hostel?
hostel.
And
Yeah,
a couple people
there.
need
Yeah, like a
healing
hostel.
too.
Let's find a
so-
hostel.
Except I would prefer something where strangers weren't with us, because I don't want any of us getting stabbed or assaulted or robbed.
So this
Okay,
is
let's be real.
where-
I don't actually sleep. Anyone who tries to stab us is getting nuked.
That's true.
But
So
still.
this is the what's the word?
Potato.
Ratio?
This is the table in D&D 5e for living expenses. I have a conversion kinda for credits. I need to know based off of that.
I think modest or comfortable would be okay.
Yeah, modest or
Agreed.
comfortable would be up there. Be enough to get rest, healing, food.
Modest,
Nothing below modest.
modest and up will include food, and below modest will not.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah, I'm with Breya.
Modest
Anything
and
modest
Comfortable,
or
we
higher.
deserve it.
Modest is good. If
Well,
it's within our range.
We just got here. Let's see if we can find a modest in our budget, and so we can figure out how much
Yeah.
this
So
money's
we'll,
gonna
we'll
go
shoot
for.
for modest first,
Yeah.
and then
Modest
go,
first.
and go
need-
from there.
I need one additional investigation check, and I need one persuasion check.
Okay.
Who
I've
has
got
the
a 6.
highest
I've got a
modifier?
6 persuasion.
I have
I
a
have
7
+2 to
investigation.
that. Okay, you go.
Yuelia also
I have a
has
9
my...
persuasion.
Oh,
Keep
yep,
in
he's
mind,
better than me.
Yuelia, you have my talisman still, so you do get a +4
How is your
a
persuasion
D4.
better than mine?
So
Um,
Dagger
I mean,
He has expertise.
and Starlight.
I have expertise.
if you somehow fail the check, there is a D4 that you can get.
Let's
Okay.
just
Very
have
pretty pirate.
Aurora just going and how much
That's not
for a
bad.
room?
I mean, you could use intimidation.
Okay, so my investigation's a 16.
Okay.
Is that good? Is that well enough, or do I need to use the D4?
I mean, you're gonna want to roll as high as you can.
Okay, then I will use the D4. Well, that's a 17.
Okay.
You did it.
And what is our persuasion roll?
Cards.
I think Lydia said they had a higher
That's
one.
right, Lydia.
Yeah, they had a 9. They had a +9.
Okay, so I will go for it, but you know how my rolls are.
I
To
was
be
about to
honest.
say, Lydia
Praise
has the
Raptor
higher-
Jesus.
Lydia
I
has
feel like Lydia's rolls were okay today.
They have been.
Don't say where. They are okay today.
Yeah, like they
are.
have
Worst
been.
case, I have an inspiration.
Okay, you know what? Then this is happening.
Do it.
I will get us a room. I will get it at the perfect price too.
You
I
will.
rolled a natural one, but
Hey, you know what?
I'm so
Let's
sorry.
just go
And
ahead
the
and
world has
click.
come full
Someone give-
circle.
Can I give Lydia my lucky?
You know what? I need to remember to put these in here. I need to give you guys your achievements, but Pedi, I'm sorry. I have to give you an achievement called Jarvin Award. Or not
Does
Jarvin.
anyone have inspiration?
I
Not
do.
Jarvin
Razor.
Award. I'm giving you an achievement called Murphy's Law.
Murphy.
Yes.
Law.
Yes.
If it can go wrong, it will
will
go
go
wrong.
And at the worst possible time.
All right, Captain, you got my
Always.
inspiration. Try that one more time.
Here we go.
Look,
Knowing
it
me,
can't
it'll be
get
a
any
2,
worse
bro.
now, right?
It
Don't
could just
say
be-
that.
Hold
And
on,
just so
sing it.
you know, Pedi, I love you because you were an absolute good sport about it.
Yeah, like, hey, I gotta be. Sing a little sea shanty. I got this.
Roll the dice,
I
Oh,
believe
roll
you.
the dice, roll higher than last time.
I rolled a 2.
How did you
Jesus.
predict it?
I knew it. I knew it.
I don't know what kind of dice you pissed off.
Can I give Petey my lucky, please?
You cannot,
For
unfortunately.
the first roll and inspiration from the.
So it's an
Hey,
11.
Can I use my lucky on the inspiration?
Say what?
Can I use the lucky on the inspiration I gave him?
Unfortunately, you cannot.
Does anyone
We
else have
shove Petey in a
inspiration?
box and allow cards to roll the roll.
I'm pretty sure with a like 1 or 2, we're gonna get upcharged. Does anyone
Okay,
else have?
so LV is not going to count. Quip is not going to count.
Oh no, he is small. He don't take up no space, mister.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
So
it's so small.
that's 7 people. Oh, the researcher.
Oh,
Are you ditching the researcher or?
is she
No,
following
Stay
us?
with us for now.
Yeah, she's kind of just,
I'm holding her
Oh.
hand. We're good.
Was she out there dancing along
have
with
an
us
idea.
and holding out a hat too?
Actually, I have an idea.
she's
Let's see.
kind of
I
just
need-
been in shock this entire time.
Yeah.
just cover me for a second, and I'm going to use.
Okay.
I'm going to use reduced on myself, and then hide somewhere. So I'm just
wait,
not.
wait! Give us the money first.
Yeah, I'll give.
No, the bag will be reduced. That's actually perfect.
Yeah, but I need to give. Yeah, I need to. Well,
We
Well,
need
the
to pay
credits-
for
I'm
the
gonna
rules,
I'm
though.
gonna
I will-
reduce. Hang on.
How
I'm gonna
small are you?
hang on. I'm gonna reduce, and then
He's
I'm gonna
about to
go. I'm gonna
become
jump
tiny.
into somebody's backpack.
Mine.
Okay, that's fine. That's perfect. So then, when they tell us an amount, I will give you the money, and then yeah.
So technically, we're pretty much only counting 6 adults.
Yeah, but we need to be fast because this only lasts a minute. So
Can I dress
Yeah.
up like a child due to my height?
Well,
Can
technically,
I claim to be a baby?
technically, Yuelia is small enough to hide in somebody's backpack.
well, that's why I just casted reduce in general. So
But even if you became bigger, you could probably still.
then
hide in
just
somebody's
okay, it's fine. Then we'll just let that go. But yeah, I'm still gonna use
So,
reduce
I
either
just
way.
need a stealth roll from Yuelia.
I'm gonna take that bag so there's no weird like money is small issue before you reduce yourself.
Oh, that's actually okay. Stealth is 18.
18, okay. So
Petey,
you guys go
that's
through
how
the
you're
whole
supposed to
process.
roll. Okay.
They tent you up and start to figure out where to put you. It's going to be for food and boarding for a night, 500 credits per person. So that's 3,000 credits.
We have enough, right?
Yeah.
We have 6,585.
Let's do it.
Let's
Okay,
do it,
so
yeah,
it
because
was
we
So,
can- we
so you're not
3,000?
counting me, right? You didn't count me in the total.
No, just
Okay.
the 6 adults.
Okay. Perfect.
All right.
I'll hand over the money.
I will give you how much I heard, which was how much? 3,000?
3,000.
Okay. So now we're
Now-
at 3,585.
We can role play a little bit if you guys would like next session.
Okay.
But for the end of this session, don't hit the one button that just fixes everything because you don't get your you don't get your hit dice back just yet.
Oh no.
Do we
What if,
level up?
But
what if there's nothing wrong with our hit dice?
well, if you haven't used any of your hit dice to heal, then you're fine.
Okay.
Or if you use potions or abilities. That
Oh,
use
you already did it. I'm sorry.
I don't think I've ever clicked on hit dust once because I keep forgetting what they even do. So.
It's okay, baby.
I don't keep track of them on D&D Beyond.
So are we leveling up? Is that what you're
But
saying?
yes, you are hitting level 7.
Guys, I'm not hitting level 7. Sorry, not sorry.
And there's a happy team.
Wait, are you?
Oh,
you're
sleepy
multi-classing?
Are we
baby.
healing?
Cross class.
Are we do we get to heal from this
Oh.
rest?
That's what I'm saying. You're gonna have full HP.
Uh-huh.
Get all your spell stacks back, abilities
Okay.
back, all that. But you don't get your
Actually-
hit dice back.
Okay, okay.
That's why I said don't hit the button that just automatically.
Right.
I need to see what I get at level 7, actually.
Okay.
Guess who got
so-
evasion?
I get a new
Oh.
Eldritch Invocation.
Oh, that's actually really good. Damn it, I need that. That's not bad.
Okay,
That's
curiously
what I said.
though.
I'm surprised that you want to cross class.
I do, only because it makes sense for the character.
Okay.
That's the only reason why.
I have another aura.
So how for our hit points,
Ooh.
Your
how
hit
much do
point
they go up per level again?
max? So you should be getting 12. If you click on your
Total
Hold on.
possible HP is 105.
Yes,
that
that's
is what you want.
105.
Total HP.
Yeah.
Cheese and rice girl.
She's no. Breya
Damn,
is
girl.
no
Beat 'em
longer
up.
able to be killed by power word kill.
True.
Dang.
DM, do I lose my true ice? Or is that still on?
Yes, the true ice actually goes away.
Cool.
Finally.
Ooh, 2 more maneuvers.
The level 7 is actually a pretty big level for a lot of people too.
Pretty basic.
I gave up.
How do I
I-
tell if I'm missing hit dice?
That's a good question.
If you click on your character sheet, let me go to it.
I know there's a way, I just
Where is that?
You click on manage and
click-
short rest, and it's
So if
got
you click short rest or long rest, it'll give you a whole.
all these
Okay,
boxes.
I haven't used any.
Yeah, and when
Right.
you use one, you put a check mark in that box of how many you used.
Yeah, I haven't used any, so all is well. Yay!
Yay.
Yay. I'm sorry you
Yay.
didn't get to punch much things, Aurora, but we were very, very happy that you were able to come here and play with us.
Yes.
We've missed you. I've missed your face.
How did I not get any HP? What?
You have to go click. So click on manage at the top by your name and manage character and levels. And when it loads, you click on the blue manage HP.
Yeah.
Tell me what step you're on.
And total possible.
Yes. And so, yes.
I broke
Okay.
100.
How many do you have?
People who can't die from power word kill.
How many do you have?
Do you have
100.
105?
105. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, our
Good.
HP is the same.
Guys, I have 54.
Yes.
Yay.
I have
Hey,
56.
Yes. Okay.
Did you get evasion?
I have evasion.
You got evasion!
Josh, I got a question.
Yes.
So for Feral Instinct, it says you have advantage on initiative rolls, cool. But that says also if you're surprised at the beginning of combat but not incapacitated, you can act normally on your first turn if you enter a rage before doing anything else. What?
Yeah. So you guys are walking through the forest, and suddenly a monster leaps out of the shadows and goes and is about to land on your party. Everybody else doesn't get a turn, but you do as long as you rage.
Okay, that makes sense.
So you
But
get a
in
free
your
turn
case-
if you just rage right away.
But in your case, you
turn.
go into a focus.
Yeah,
Right.
not quite rage in the traditional sense.
Yes.
I got Guardian Aura, so if you stay by me and you're getting punched, I can take the damage. You can just stand there and they're punching you and nothing's happening, and I'm over there going, ow, 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 and you're not getting hurt. So,
That's
you know,
really good.
there's
for the
that.
squishy people.
Yeah, I gotta stay by the squishy people because then
Or
they
to
can't
abuse
get
the
hurt.
tanks. Or for the tanks to abuse.
Or for the tanks to abuse. Yes,
Or for
Aurora,
the tanks
thank
to
you.
abuse.
Yeah, you're
'Cause
just hit me, hit me,
Breya getting
and I'm
hit
there.
by-
Please stop, please stop.
Breya getting hit by blunt damage, having it because of rage, and then having that because of your aura.
Yay, we're level 7!
So exciting.
7. Shrike
Yeah,
can't
what-
hit me with the fireball.
We're definitely gonna have to do some role playing. Yeah, either if anyone can hang out in chat, like going towards for 2 weeks. Because remember, next week is the 14th. We will not
Yep.
be having
I'm
D&D due
just about
to
say that.
either Valentine's
I
Day or
have a
Singles
dinner.
Appreciation Day.
I was
You
about
have
to
a
say,
dinner?
Valentine's Day.
Not
You're right.
romantic. I go every Valentine's Day. I take my mom out to dinner.
Aww.
I have 7 days to destroy this holiday.
Do it, Mitchell.
Good luck.
See,
I believe in you.
I'm
Good
celebrating
night,
it the
guys.
next day
Oh,
because-
night.
good
Good night.
night. So glad
Good
you're
night.
here.
Come here, everybody. I hope you had fun.
Bye, everybody.
Hey.
Bye.
Uh,
I learned a new spell.
oh, I didn't
Guys,
get any spells, but I can
I hope
switch.
you guys like this new
I-
place.
some of my
I
spells.
actually,
It seems right up our alley.
I mean, technically, I
excited.
learn new spells because with Wizard, I learn every spell, right? Technically, as long as
Hmm?
they're in the book.
Right.
As a wizard,
Yes, I need
you
to.
can learn every spell for the tier that the wizard can cast.
Right. So in this case, currently up to level 2. I mean, technically up to level 7 if you count my wand of magic missiles, but not really.
It should only be one, because a level 1 wizard can only cast level 1 spells.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, I think that's what it's doing. Well, let me find out.
I learned
Yes,
Storm
yes, you're
Sphere.
correct. It is only limiting level 1 spells, but it gives me 5 more options of prepared spells and 3 more cantrips.
Dang, 3 more cantrips?
I said
Yep.
my utility wizard that I played that the DM mercilessly murdered. I had all the ritual spells, so I was basically casting identify,
Detect magic.
to identify. I can't remember them all. Off the top of my head. Identify, detect magic, Tensor's floating disc,
Of course.
Alarm. Is an alarm
alarm. There's one more. There's 5 of them you can get from level 1 spells, and they're all
Is it
really
sleep?
useful.
Sleep
No,
Slide is it?
We
No,
get that
it's,
automatically. Shrike
So-
just said that he gets level 4 spells now.
At level 7?
Yep, level 7 is fourth level spells. I
Oh
remember.
yeah, and then level 9 is level 5, but I think that's as far as Shrike goes, and then he gets like a weird ability to get higher level spells. It's really
He
weird.
gets one of the higher level spells each.
Yeah.
Would you
Alright.
say I would know all of my Artificer spells as wizard spells?
No.
No. Okay.
Jeremy Crawford said that you can only basically if you dip into wizard, then you can only get wizard spells for the level of wizard that you possess.
Right. That's what I'm asking. A lot of Artificer spells are counted as wizard spells.
Oh, you mean for the? I thought you meant for higher level. Yeah. all
No,
your
no,
spell
no, no.
level-
Like my level 1 Artificer spells or whatever that share with wizard,
Yeah.
I
same deal.
automatically know them.
Correct.
Okay.
I thought you were referring to higher level
Yeah.
ones.
I mean, I'm only asking because, like I said, I can prepare 5 more spells on the wizard section and 3 more cantrips. So I have a total of 5 cantrips and 12 prepared spells. So I have a lot of utility.
Which that's a big portfolio.
Yeah, unfortunately, I did only get one level 2 spell slot, but essentially gives me more options based on
It's
different
something.
scenarios.
All right, I will talk to you guys later. If I
one more
do not
level,
talk
and then
to
I
you,
get my
have
talking
a
book.
great Valentine's Day. Happy
Have a
Valentine's Day,
happy
Jenny!
Valentine's Day, Lay.
Happy
Oh,
Valentine's Day,
so we are
Fables!
not going next week. We are not going.
No.
next
So I'm
No.
spending Valentine's Day with Jenny, and I will see you guys on the 21st.
Correct.
Okay.
21st
Sounds good, sir.
is the next one.
Happy Valentine's Day, Jenny.
Happy Valentine's Day!
Valentine's Day, everybody.
Bye.
Glad y'all can make it. See ya. Be safe.
See ya.
Bye,
I gotta
everybody.
go through all this shit.